Boo! How y'all doing today? Yeah, man. Oh, jeez. Hmm. Oh well, guess we gotta shrink down our chair a little bit, huh? There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah. Woohoo! What a day! What a day! What a day! Went out first. Finally got out lawn mowing. Trying to get the words out. Finally got out there to do some lawn mowing today. Goodness, it was something else. So, oh, my knees hurt like crazy. Ow. Yeah, what a day it was. Boy, got 8 yards done. I was going to get 10 yards done. Couldn't get it done. My knees started hurting like crazy, and it's like, no, we're not going to be doing anymore. That's about it. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I only got 2 more to go, but yeah, your knees start to buckle on you and start a little shaking and that. I think it's time to go home, don't you think? Yeah, I would think so. It's like, damn, it was something else. Let's see, what else we got to do here? Send out some notifications like we normally do. We'll see if anybody pops up. Say hello, hello, number one. How you doing? Uh, I can look down here. I got a 46-inch TV up there, and I got a laptop down here. Ooh, I don't have to move my neck. Oh boy. Well, that guy goes to bed early, so don't worry about it. Mark's Midfit World. What's up? What's up? Oh boy. What's up, man? I don't know if you got if went out mowing or not, but I went out mowing today, and my knees are killing me. They're just like someone taking a gun to them and say, "Hold up, man. We're gonna hold you up." It was something else all day long. Try to get some help, but you know how that goes. Couldn't get anybody to come in. I never told anybody I had money in my pocket. I was even going to treat them to Dairy Queen tonight. I couldn't get anybody to show up. So it's like, okay, whatever. 20-mile-an-hour winds and snow. Hey, get rid of that snow shit. Get rid of that snow shit, man. Get that out of here. Damn. That snow's gotta go. Yeah, I think everybody else has been notified. That's about it. Oh, gotta get transporters up in case Mark decides to pop up. Oh, come on, notifications. Doing the test. Eating the rest of my yogurt. month 5 of snow. You must love that snow. Damn. You must love that stuff just hanging around. I know I wouldn't like that crap. Crazy, crazy. Hey, I'm live. Did you know that? I'm freaking live. God damn. I didn't know I was live. Alright, put the little thingy up here. Boom, boom, boom. Get that up there. Pin the message. And Wakachui cook. Poo! There you go. Link is on top. Anybody want to pop in? Pop in. Make sure your cameras are rolling, speakers are working, and just like you see me. Transporters, as you heard, stand by. Yep. Crew chief is standing by. There you go. That's how easy it is.
I was dusting in here today.
Uh,
Yeah, I know it. Friggin' thing. Still a friggin' thing. Hate it when crap don't work right.
mm-hmm.
Still ain't right. That's what happens when you clean your desk off and start dusting.
Yep. I ain't doing anything in my office tonight. I'm staying here where the food's at.
Yeah, it's.
I'll do office work tomorrow when it's raining all day.
Yeah, I'm tired of this frickin' weather we got going. Just absolutely sick of it.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta move that way. But yeah, it's. I don't know. You know, our we used to have nice weather in March.
Used to.
Used to, not no more.
Oh, we had something nice last year.
What's that?
We had something nice last year.
Yeah, we did last year, but
yeah, but this year it's a different story.
Well, actually,
hang on, Pete. I got somebody coming up. Pete's trying to lick this thing. He says, "Come on, man."
This thing gets even slower.
But no, last spring we had snow in May. First week of May, we got snow last year.
Yeah.
You know, it was warm before that, but we still got, you know.
Yep.
We're going to do that again. We're going to hit 60 one day and snow the next day again, next week.
Well, Monday and Tuesday it's supposed to be snow over here.
Yep, us too. Actually, I think maybe it's just Tuesday, Wednesday. I think ours is Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet is crap right now.
Yeah. My internet.
That ain't nothing new, Matt.
We have the highest speed internet we got in the area, but the lines are so overloaded that it's always friggin' slow.
Yep.
You know, if you want to do anything online, you got to do it before 10 o'clock if you want to upload a video. If I upload a video before 10 o'clock, it only takes an hour. If it's in the afternoon or whatever, 2 hours minimum.
Yesterday, my internet was so dang slow, it took 4 hours for a small video to upload.
Yep.
That's how
shit. If I'm home when the high school gets out, you know, everybody gets home, and I'm on the internet, no, we're done. It shuts right off. It keeps dropping. There's so many people on the line on the system. The system can't handle it.
When I made my video yesterday, I made my videos only 5 minutes long. I played around on the cell phone doing a little editing, you know, the word stuff and that.
Right.
And that took, plus I had to update the damn thing, so that took about an hour, but it only took 10 minutes. I'll upload it.
Yeah.
It took forever to upload a video I did yesterday.
Well, see, you know, that's my videos are about 20 minutes long anymore, so.
Yeah.
Because I was getting shorter and shorter and shorter my views were getting less and less and less. So now I'm making them
Yep.
longer. Heck, the average watch time on a video now is about 7 minutes, but there ain't hardly anybody watching them. So
My internet's so crappy that daggum speed test wouldn't even work. That's how crappy it is.
well, our speed test works, but the download speed's super fast, but the upload speed sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is I got a good start on my Harley. I'm having fun.
There you go.
I was going to work on it today, but I ended up editing a video and uploading that instead.
Yep.
Still need to get outside and do any freaking thing.
Hmm.
I'm tired of being bundled all up going for a walk.
Busy day.
What's that, Matt?
I've had a fairly busy day. I went and cut grass the first thing this morning. Cut two trailer parks, and was going to start on the field, but I got a phone call. Somebody needed my help. And I went over there. I went over to a friend of mine's place. His place burnt to the ground. For a couple hours, I run a box blade tractor trying to clean up a little, level up a pad for a little, for a motor home. And then I went back there, got on the excavator, and knocked down some trees for where they're going to build their new house.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And
how big are them trailer parks that you mowed?
Oh God, it takes about 2 hours to mow one of them.
Okay, so you got quite a few yards in there, or quite a few trailers to go around.
Yeah, it takes about 2 hours for each one of them.
See, when we were in Florida last year, when we were in Florida last year, there was
done.
When we were in Florida last year, we were at Vicky's aunt and uncle's park that they're in. One of them senior parks or whatever that everybody buys, and them freaking things are just stacked on top of each other. There's one guy that goes in there with the what the hell is it? I can't think of the name of it. The mowers, stainless steel mowers. I can't think of what the heck they're called now. But he was doing 200 yards in there, and each one is like $20 a month, I think is what he said. So
$20 a month?
$20 a month. It only takes them 5 minutes to do per yard, 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. No trimming. And the decks are all mulch decks, so it just zips around, moves to the next one. Zip around, moves to the next one. He just goes from yard to yard to yard to yard, just circles around.
We charge $20 a month per each one.
For each one, yep.
Okay.
How many times does he cut it?
What's that?
How many times he cut it? Once a month.
When we were there in the winter time, it's only like every other week. Because the grass, it doesn't go dormant, but it slows down.
Right.
Because that's to that grass, it's winter basically. Because it's the colder temperatures till summertime when it's 110 or whatever.
Right. We got rain. We got rain coming in tonight. Tomorrow morning, it's about almost noon. Sunday's supposed to be nice. Rain and snow Tuesday.
Nope, we're not going to have nice weather for a long time.
I work one day and get 4 days off.
Yeah, because we have nothing to look forward to. We have every day that it's warm, it rains. So
yeah.
So we got frozen mix tomorrow, frozen mix Monday, rain showers Thursday with the high of 56.
We got rain coming in late tonight, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Well, last time we had rain like this in the spring, it quit raining in June and never started raining again till end of August or beginning of September.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at. It's probably going to happen again this year.
And,
Look,
Or it's never going to stop raining.
and according to my radar, I have rain around me already. Hey, Robert, what's up, Robert?
Tonight was the first time we saw a sunset. That's the only time. That's the only time we saw the sun. Is for a sunset, just a little bit, for almost 2 weeks.
Wow.
We have not seen the sun. And this is the
Fortunate.
problem we have this time of year. The sun never shines.
Yeah.
That's why it's so freaking cold here.
Oh, there was some backyards I couldn't even touch today. They were so swampy. I stayed on top of the hill. I went down too far a little bit. Try to back up.
He got stuck. Why don't you admit it?
You
had to hook a strap to it to pull it out, so you're stuck.
Yeah. Well, I drove by some when I went for my Harley ride a couple days ago because it got warm enough for me to go.
Yeah.
I went by a bunch of my customers' yards, and the ditches to the top running over into their yards.
Yeah.
And it's just, it has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So it's just laying there.
Yeah. I walked that one guy's yard and I walked the other one. I'm going, nope. Lady came out and says, "What do you think?" I said, "I'm doing the top part of the hill. Let the rest of it go because it's too wet."
So we got there's a chute open at the dam. It's all the way open. It's been that way for over a month. When that's draining, I don't know how many gallons per second, but it's a freaking lot. I got to get down there and get a video before they start shutting her down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's funny how much. Well, actually, it raised the river up because it can't go out in the lake fast enough.
Right. Right.
And then up against the one side of the wall, there's only about this much showing. That chute goes down, there's going to be 10 feet of it showing.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat how it works. How they got it all shorted up, from way back when.
Yeah, I seen a lady today. She got a Greenworks battery operated mower, and she's leaving rows of grass. And I says, "Hey, you want me to get a hay baler and bale that up?" And she didn't like that attitude, I guess. She just gave me a dirty look.
Yeah, heck, I was supposed to try out that
Thatcher.
electric Thatcher, and can't do nothing with it. It won't stop raining enough. So,
Man, so shitty right now. Websites ain't even pulling up.
Yeah,
this is the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yep.
This is our last full winter in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna probably escape like the first somewhere around in February or March, somewhere in there. We're hoping next year. Just got to watch the weather because once you hit middle of February to the beginning of March, well, middle of March, you got to watch for them freaking snowstorms coming across.
Yep.
I don't like driving in snowstorms. My motorhome gets all full of salt. Don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, if I fall off, my internet's gone to crap.
I was hoping to see but I don't see I don't see at all, so I don't know where is that.
I don't know what. Well, I don't know where anybody's at.
Ain't too many.
Hey, Robert.
Robert
St. Augustine, grass capital of the USA. Yep. But that stuff looks good though. It's green all the time. Looks good. Yeah.
I sent him a link, but we haven't seen that guy yet.
See, I don't. We don't care if because we don't plan on going to work till first week of May anyhow. But it'd be nice to go out and just not being all bundled up with 20-mile-an-hour winds hurting your face.
Oh, it was nice today.
I got right. My internet sucks.
It was nice and windy. I'd have to blow up the walks.
Oh, there he
I
goes.
love it.
Matt said he's got to go. His internet was doing something.
I know.
Yeah, it's It yesterday was kind of warm, but 25 mile an hour winds.
Yep.
So it's not warm. You can't do nothing. It's just too freaking windy to do anything. I'd like to work on my fence. I can't do that. Because everything's just too wet yet. Sump pump's just a running. Hey, Robert.
Mr. Robert, what's up?
I wish I knew. All I know is that got my John Deere T133 back. It's up and running like it's supposed to. I got some grass I gotta get cut tomorrow, but I gotta go get gas.
Oh boy, you're gonna spend lots of money on gas.
Well, last time I went to that station, the price was $4.95 for my ethanol-free gas. But no, hey,
that hurts.
Well, I would rather spend $4.95 for 1 gallon of ethanol-free gas than to spend for ethanol gas and then have to figure out which additive, because I've had my days of ethanol gas issues. Yep. Nah, the other day, the guy called me up and said,
"Okay, Ricky.
John, what's up?"
Yeah, he said my John Deere was ready. I'm like, okay, well, what's the total? Now he told me, but the dang carburetor was $213 and some change, because it had to be a special carburetor because the engine is a mechanical fuel delivery system. Yep. So, but being a Kohler, what you expect?
Yeah, that's see, the reason that carburetor was so much is the cost of everything now.
Yeah.
I was checking out prices of trailer parts or at Tractor Supply. The parts have tripled to what they used to be.
Oh, I liked your video of your motorcycle. That thing was teeter-tottering. Like, I want to do this. And I'm like, yeah, man, stay still. Stay still. Yeah, because you spend a lot of money on that bike. And Harley Davidsons, they are hard to come by.
Yep.
That color, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That orange, yeah. You don't see many of them.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting a white one of them skunk ones with the black stripes, but I didn't want to pay the price everything's going for, so so I got that one. But it's a 2009, so 13 years old. It wasn't that bad of a price.
There you go.
Nah.
But, I'm going to be doing some repairs to it. I'm going to be changing some things, and the handle grips they're all wore out. So I bought some paracord. I'm going to wrap them.
Yeah.
And then I gotta seal them with stuff, but paracord's cheap. I can keep changing colors all I want for everything. So, because the chrome's okay, but it can be too much at one time, and there's a couple things I'd like to get rid of. So,
I did a video of the blade change out on that John Deere. I got the thing jacked up. Got up under there on my battery power ratchet. It wouldn't even budge the trim side bolt. So I get that back. Well, found out had the damn jack, push it over a little bit, put a board under the rear tire on the trim side, then my impact could get up in and get the blade off. Well, both blades were a 7-point blade. And I looked up and I'm like, I got lucky. They had tightened them bolts good enough to hold them blades in the position, because the blades I got just a round hole, and luckily the air they slide up on wasn't chewed up, because if they had been chewed up, then like, yep, that's gonna cost.
Yeah.
But
yep.
Yeah, and I pulled the valve stems out of both back tires, put slime in them. Then I had to call the John Deere dealership. They had to look up the PSI rating for the front and the rear. The front is 12 pounds. The rear is 8. I'm like, 8?
Yep.
Okay, whatever. So now I said she's running like a scalded dog now. I'm like, but I tell you what, that stuff they sell at Home Depot on load today. You might as well take that money and flush it down the toilet.
Mm.
Yeah, because like I said, a lot of stuff now's got plastic transmissions in it. I'm like,
Yep.
nope.
Yep, they do. A lot of plastic gears in them.
Yep. And my dealer, he has got, and he's very adamant about it. You want a Gravely, and he don't have it, he will order it, but he makes sure that it has a carburetor. If it's that EFI stuff, he said, because the stuff you gotta have to work on an EFI lawnmower engine.
EFI is pretty easy once you get used to it.
Yep.
Yeah, I worked on EFI two-stroke engines in mid '90s, early '90s with the snowmobiles. So when I first started coming out, so it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know, it is if you don't have the tools for checking the pressures and all that stuff. It's a pain.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing with it, but
Yeah, because like I said, he would have to go back to school with Kohler and Kawasaki, whoever, and have to, and see he's all by himself now. He has no help. His helper, his first guy, he got out of it. Then he had this guy come in. Oh, he talked a good game, but found out, nope, this guy ain't cutting it. So now he's by himself. It's like,
Yep.
Oh,
a lot.
Yeah. And when he brought my John Deere back, I looked at his finger and said, man, what's wrong with your finger? He had the blower housing off of a mower, had the engine running.
Mm-hmm.
His damn finger caught the flywheel. 8 stitches plus a certain portion of his fingernail got ripped off. I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yep. When you got an engine turning at 3,600 RPM,
yeah, it's going to take some things.
Yep,
it's going to take something.
Yep. Now
you're not slowing that down. It's just like reaching in and unplug something that's got like a snowblower reaching down in a chute because it's plugged up and you've got all them spinning blades in there.
Yep. Yeah. The other day I had to cut some grass at this guy's yard. The fenced-in part of the yard was easy, but outside the fence, I had to act like a billy goat, using the cheapest push mower I had in my inventory. I'm like, I tell you what, I'm glad when I get through with this. I'm just, thing is, I keep on it. I'm gonna keep on it. I'm not gonna. Oh, don't worry about that. Then a month later, like, yeah, you told me not to worry about this. You think the county's gonna cut it? Yeah. Nope. Yeah. But there again, also, there's somebody said, oh, I thought it was $120 a month, 60 for him and 60 for his rental property. I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about the rental property, so I gotta get that tomorrow. I'm like, yep.
Sounds like the rest of us. Oh, damn it, I forgot one.
Yeah. Nah. And I had this lady today. She gave me they want to get my money from that guy for the grass cut. Well, I got for you, so I had to go back to her house today. I done did the front porch. She wanted a new light hung, so I had to go back again today and hang her other light on her side porch. And it's done. So,
yeah, I got there's a guy 3 blocks from me. I walk my dogs by his house all the time. And last week he asked me if I could help. He says, can you tie knots good? I said, yeah, I could tie all kinds of stuff. He says, can you help me put a new flag up because my flag is bad? Guy's 88 years old. Yeah, he retired out of the Marines, I think it was.
Come on.
Yeah, I think it was Marines or whatever. So I helped him. I helped him with the flagpole, putting the flag up, and every time I go by his house, he thanks me now.
Yep.
That makes everything all worth it when someone's thanking you. Real happy. All you did is help them out with a little bit. How you doing there, Ricky?
All that noise. Good
all
Lord.
that noise.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing good.
Yep.
We got
I survived my
we
first
got
day.
more rain down here. We got more
Man.
stinking rain down here tonight.
And we had snow tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
The white stuff.
Yeah, the white stuff. I'm
White
sick
shit.
of that freaking white stuff.
Yep.
Had it since December. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
We got thunderstorms. Some possibly severe. That's what they're saying.
Man.
Yeah, I think we only got about another week of this really cold stuff, and it's going to start warming up a little bit more.
Well, the thing is, come Easter Sunday in Michigan, don't worry about dying of eggs. We just gonna put white eggs out in the snow and see if you can find
That's been happening for the past 4 or 5 years.
Say,
Because
what
we would go to my grandmother's house on Easter Sunday in the evening, and we'd be outside pitching shoes, and out there in your t-shirts and stuff. It was always nice and warm. That was always the kickoff for horseshoes every Sunday, but not no more.
Well, they're gonna
Yep.
have to put life jacket on the Easter eggs down here.
Yep.
And what the heck was it? 4 years ago, Easter Sunday, there was like 2 feet of snow on the ground.
Man. Yep.
4 years ago. Yep. Yeah, I was in my truck. I was in my truck plowing snow for 5 days.
Man.
Oh, it sucked. I got out of that truck and I couldn't walk for almost a week. Because I never moved. And just plowing and plowing and plowing and pull around behind the building and take a nap, then go out plowing again. Fall asleep halfway across the parking lot, and you wake up when you hit the snowbank.
Yep.
I've done
that a few times.
Yeah, everybody does that. You just hope you don't do it going backwards.
You hope you don't run into the building.
Well, and another thing is you forget to put it reverse and you still go forward.
I've done that.
Done that a couple times.
When you're extremely tired. Yep. Been there, done that.
Yeah. But I get that
Ricky.
years ago. I'm happy about that.
I thought you said you'd be up in a minute. It took you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I had things to do.
He's not very good at math.
I don't care.
That's that new math. That's that new math.
I wasn't very good at math.
It's a Common Core. Oh, that's close enough.
Probably got caught in the Putin.
Oh, yeah. Well, 75% of our problems with the inflation and everything is Putin's fault. That's what I heard today or yesterday or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We ain't lying.
You sure it wasn't Trump's fault?
Yeah. No, that was tried here about a month ago. It was Trump's. No. Yeah, not previous whatever. Previous administration. That's the word. Yeah. It's like you guys are so full of garbage.
Yeah.
Well, the percentages is coming down too. They're in the low 30s now. They're getting lower and lower.
Yeah, but you know what? The rich are getting richer right now.
Yep.
They're raking in the freaking money.
Oh, I got my taxes back today. Guess how much I'm getting back?
0.
A whole $9.
Well, at least you got something back.
Damn, you're gonna need a bank card to go to the bank to cash that, ain't you?
Oh hell, I'll probably just go get me a Happy Meal or something.
Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
better get one with milk.
Yeah. No,
because you're not gonna afford a Bella soda pop in there.
Yeah, really.
You sure that $9 gonna cover it?
Huh?
You sure that $9 to cover that Happy Meal?
I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of money for that little
I
price.
think all you're going to be able to afford is a large order of fries. Myself.
Could be.
Yep.
Yeah,
Could
it's
be. But yeah, I got my taxes this morning. Oh man, I'm getting $9 back. I'm like, ooh wee.
What pissed
Wow.
me off when we did our taxes is they give us that $1,400 per person.
Yep.
So we got $2,800, and I had to pay that shit back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That sucks because I wasn't planning on paying $2,800 extra.
Right.
You know.
Well, everything
Well,
based on your income.
Yep.
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 And the bad thing is, come May 24th, we've got midterm elections coming up. And I'm already getting advertisements in the mail. Vote for me. Don't vote for that person.
Good fire
Like,
starter there.
yep.
I see
Oh.
flags on flagpoles. Trump 2024 already.
Well, I've been seeing them for a year here.
Have you?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, wait till
Yep.
2024. It's going to be a shit fest.
Yep.
It's going to be getting ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Plus, we gotta elect a new governor this year because our governor, he got lucky that Trump didn't walk in his office and say, "Guess what? You're under arrest." I'm like,
Hey, Eden, what's up?
Don't even get me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, ours is up there too.
Yep.
Yep.
Nah. Like I said, I didn't know the president of the United States could walk into the governor's office, any governor in the states,
Yep.
and just say, "You're under arrest." Be like, "Whoa, dude, what?"
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Our governor's up for re-election this year too, and I hope
Yep.
he gets out of there because when the pandemic started, we couldn't cut grass, we couldn't buy paint, we couldn't buy seeds to plant in the ground, we couldn't do nothing.
Damn.
I couldn't even take my dogs for a walk on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yep.
You couldn't even cut your own grass because the neighbors drops on you.
Damn.
Yeah,
and the thing is,
so freaking tight, we couldn't do nothing.
Damn.
Everybody's turning each other in. I guess 911 was flooded with all the stupid freaking phone calls. People turning each other in. It's like, really, people?
Yeah, that was down here too.
Hey, Justin, what's up?
Yeah, Justin got a tax bill for $30K. Oh man, Well, we paid through the whole summer, so we didn't have that big of a bill.
Yep.
We still had a big one, but not that big.
No. Nah, I was looking at YouTube today. Old Copper Creek, he got to do a little video on the Heart brand rye mower that Walmart will soon be selling. And I'm like, oh, that's just great. Battery power lawnmower for your yard by Walmart.
They got them.
Yeah.
Walmart's got them. Home Depot's got them.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of advertisement for that. What the hell is that remote control lawnmower there?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, somebody did one where you could put the app in your smartphone and let the lawnmower do the cutting while you're doing something else, but you had to look at the phone every so often and say, "Oops, no."
They've got them mowers set up like they got the tractors.
Yep.
On these big old huge farms. The only time that the operator needs to be doing anything is at the end of the run when he's got to turn it around.
Yep.
He's watching. They got freaking screens and everything up there.
Yep.
A buddy of mine used to program them things, or he was a senior engineer for John Deere putting them things together. And, you give the measurements to the property and tell them, put in there what you're planting. And it'll set the course for you so you get the biggest or best yield.
Yeah, I watched a couple farmers. They got 3 or 4 monitors in there. They got a big control box for the seeder and all that. They just flick switches and go. They turn on the auto steer and they just sit there like this. And when they get to the end, they flick it off, turn the wheel, and flick it back on, keep going.
Yep.
Yep. Nah.
Yep.
You know,
I wish my lawnmower was like that.
nah.
No,
There's
it's
some
actually
going
making
on
it straight
here
up.
Well, Cokie Dad does have a new mower came out last year that has a thing out front that does look for satellites, and it's supposed to almost do the same thing as the farm tractor.
Yep.
But I never did find out how much that cost.
Oh, that costs a lot. And the mowers I've been seeing for the past 2 days or whatever it is, looks like
Yeah.
it's about a 48-inch cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know that's up there. You know it's up there. Matter of fact, I think it's electric too, or I mean battery powered too.
Even Toro came out with electric battery powered push mowers, blowers, trimmers, all that.
Yep.
They're all
My
coming
neighbor,
out of that this year.
You know, I watched a video last night of a guy comparing an F-150 against an electric truck or battery powered truck, and to see the difference.
Hey James, what's up?
And you know, the mileage, the distance that truck could go
Yep.
pulling that 7,000-pound trailer was only 95 miles.
Wow.
And here's the best thing: by the time they filled up the truck and charged the other truck up, it was a savings of $4 by using the electric truck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Hey.
that'll pay for itself in 50 years.
Yeah.
Nah. I was Lowe's one day and I seen that Eagle brand riding more. I looked at that thing and like, yeah, you can just sit right there. If it don't contain a spark plug, an air filter, and use gasoline, sorry. Y'all just wait till I'm 6 foot under, then y'all do what y'all want to with all that battery powered crap, because I ain't studying.
my neighbor got him one of those Toro electric battery powered push mowers.
Yeah.
I stood out there the other day and just laughed at him.
Yep.
The neighbor there is an Eagle electric mower, and the one here has got a what's the other green one? Ryobi.
Yeah.
The Eagle does a nice job.
Yeah.
Yep.
It does
nice
a really nice cut.
Yeah. Oh, and that hard brand mower they did a video on said, oh, if it gets clogged up, you get a little switch, you get 700 CFM of air to clean out the chute. I'm like, shit, that's gonna need the battery up. Sure enough, every time you get clogged up.
What did I see today? A DeWalt battery operated power washer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them in the past couple of months came out with that already. Everybody, Sun Joe, Greenworks,
Yep.
everybody's got those too now.
Yeah.
You just put your battery in, you take your line, put it in a 5-gallon pail, and go to town. You won't be dragging the hoses, but you're still dragging the damn line from a 5-gallon bucket.
Yep.
Well, that ain't no good to me.
Nope. Nah. One day I was doing the
But it's great for washing your car.
Yeah.
That's about
it. Yep. Nah, I was pressure washing person's dock down here one day. And I'm sitting there pressure washing away. All of a sudden I'm like, what the fool? I bought 2 of the hoses, top end hoses from Walmart. Well, the end on one of them they come off. I'm like, oh, that's just bloody freaking great.
Yeah, so I got gotta get my power washer out and see if it works. I haven't started in 2 years. So it's time to wash my house. Power wash my house. It's a Ryobi one, which I bought that because the Ryobi once it hits pressure, it idles down. It doesn't stay screaming. It idles down. So I kind of liked it that way. And I think I had it for 10 years, 10 years, something like that. But I didn't power wash nothing in the past 2 years because of everything going on, you know.
Yep.
Kind of messed us all up. So.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to bring that in this summer. That's another project. I got freaking projects stacked up everywhere.
You got projects stacked up to here yet?
Mm,
Almost.
mm.
Yeah, and I checked the price of fence panels today, and I wasn't happy with that neither.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
$65 a panel. They went up $20.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Now, I see. Yeah, what it? Because I have, there's two ways to build a privacy fence: buy the wood individually, or buy only certain pieces of wood, then buy the panel
Right.
that are already pre-built. But it's like, mm. No,
Well,
we
see,
did.
I checked the price
Yep.
between buying all the individual boards and everything and putting it together myself or buying a panel. It was like $10 difference.
Mm.
So for
Yeah.
$10, I'm buying a freaking panel.
Yeah.
Just screw it to
Nah.
a 4x4 and you're done.
Yeah.
Yep. Nah. We did this this lady we did some work for in Griffin. She wanted a privacy fence put up. Well, great going, but the only thing was, is one side of the yard there was an oak tree in the wrong spot, so one of them had to get moved because the guy couldn't drill a hole in the ground on the tractor, and the damn oak tree.
See, we used to actually the guys they used to put up cedar fencing all over the place because there was 3 sawmills in our area that was still
Mm-hmm.
cutting cedar up, but them guys have passed away, so now there's
Right.
not easy
Yep.
access for it anymore. The biggest sawmill, the whole family just passed away. That was the one with the biggest
Mm.
lot of stuff going on. They, cedar posts and
Yep.
boards and you name it.
Yep. Nah, he lays across the street that I did that big mulch job for last year. Well, they finally had them up since put up. Well, they got between 6 months and 1 year for that fence to get activated and dried out enough to where they to have it painted or stained. If I'm still around, like, okay, what you want? I'll do it. For the last year, they ordered 250 bags of mulch. They put 25 out. I put out the other 250. And I didn't take no rake or nothing. I got down on my hands and knees and let my hands tell me, okay, this is perfect. Move to the next pile. Uh, yeah, yeah.
I bet your knees wasn't happy with you.
Oh, it didn't thing that bothered me was the
Uh,
Yeah, we lost we lost a customer here a couple days ago.
oh yeah.
oh,
Yeah, he was 88 years old.
man. Yeah,
He was a super nice guy, but
yeah. No, I had a lady when her brother was alive, grass cut every 2 weeks. But then when he died, she wanted to wait a month. And God forbid if it ever came to good range. I get to cut her grass. For a long time, I didn't bag it, but then I bagged it. Well, I looked at the pile. I said, okay. But every time I got to cut grass, she wanted to cut low. I get to, and I moved to another section of the yard. She got in the front yard with me, taking all that grass.
where are you eating there, Jim? Are you eating Oreos?
Yep.
Vicky bought us some Oreo ice cream. It was basically Oreo, the big freaking Oreos with the ice cream in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, I had those.
Them are good.
I had those.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much weight.
Yeah, I
Nah.
could eat a whole freaking box of them without a problem.
Oh yeah. No problem there.
What Oreos come out with it's the Oreo cookie, but it's damn what darn it. almost like
There we go.
darn, I can't even think of it now. It's a new style of cooking. It ain't the hard shell cooking. It's so goddamn up. No, I'm like, what of them?
Why are we looking at there, Ricky?
That's my front window. I'm watching the lightning.
I don't see no
Oh.
light.
Oh, they somebody supposed to get a package. Well, they turned around and left a message on the phone. Cannot deliver because of dog not get out of the vehicle because the dog.
Yeah, motorcycle video I made there's got 96 views all day. Hee-haw.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. You son of a bitch. Matt broke the transport.
I can leave.
I just tested the damn thing and it worked. I plugged in main power, now it's spinning. I'm like, what the heck?
Maybe operator error.
Yep.
Cell phone piece of junk error.
Hell, I had to reset my damn mode.
Did you?
Yeah. Seem to be working right now.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
That was Ford in tractor today for a little while.
Klondike bar. What would you do for a Klondike bar, Matt?
I had to
Glad
slip
fuel
in there
side.
and get me one.
That damn thing beat the fuck out of you.
That'd be a mess.
Well,
Boom, there goes the ice cream.
Yeah. That the old Ford in.
well,
The only problem with that machine, it does not have any down pressure on the box blade. The newer machines do. It just the damn PTO runs all the time on the old ones.
yep. Well, Matt,
Oh, what's been going on with you, Robert?
well, nothing much. My guy brought me my John Deere LT 133 back. He had to put a different carburetor on it. The solar engine has a mechanical and the carburetor on the carburetor. He called me. He called me up about it. So, called the carburetor.
Hi, James.
Hello, Nancy.
Hi, Matt.
Everybody in the chat.
Who's James?
Yeah, I wonder who James is.
Yeah, James.
Oh,
Unless
this is
you-
home. Yeah,
Unless he's trying to say James.
Yeah,
James ain't
James.
interested in him.
Oh no.
Tired, long day.
Finger error.
Yeah.
Like I did over at
I tell you what, that old Ford in, it works the shit out of you. It works every bone in your body.
Yep.
And you got to know what the heck you're doing to grade with it.
Yep.
Homeboy James. Okay.
I did the job. I got the job done. And that was all that mattered.
Yep.
Yeah. You do use what you got.
And then I went on. It took me on this golf cart back there on the back of the property. They had a 160 excavator back there. He said, "Go play with that for a little while." I They clear that little area out back there for me. I went there and played with that for a couple hours.
Yeah, I haven't been on an excavator in a long time. I kind of miss them.
Let's say this: I cleared an area of about the width of the excavator wide, about 200 feet long, and stacked it up where it could be burned.
When I worked for an excavating company, I would be baling sand, and the dump trucks would be, or the gravel trains would be dumping sand, and I'd be baling it up behind me.
Right.
It was kind of fun doing that.
One thing I love about that machine.
What's that?
It's got a thumb on it.
Yep. All of our excavators had a thumb on them. That was what was I running? A 325 cat.
Yep.
That was nice and smooth. When you're baling sand, we turned the brakes off, and away we go. So you don't wear the brakes out on the turnstile there.
I know that. I know one thing, that excavator's got wide tracks on it. That thing's wide.
Oh, LGP, low ground pressure.
Yeah.
I used to run a, what was it, a 6? Yeah, I think it was a D6.
Yeah.
It was an LGP.
It was a Volvo 160, and it's wide tracks.
Yeah, that big dozer, I would sit sideways in that thing. Your feet would be kicked over to one side.
Yep.
And then there was no air conditioning or nothing, so you opened up the frickin' doors, and all that dust would be sucked right inside the cab.
Yep. Oh man, the air conditioner sure enough works good in it.
Yeah.
I closed the door, turned the air on, and it was nice in there.
Well, see, the air conditioning was constantly going out in this frickin' thing, so after a while, you just left the frickin' doors open. But then they sit there and fucking rattle.
Hey,
Ricky Lee.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Ricky Lee.
Hey, Matt.
Ricky's trying to show us some lightning we can't see.
Trying to show us the lightning we can't see.
Oh, man.
Hell, it was lightning real good until I turned the camera around there.
The guy was doing that work for us, and he's one of my helm buddies. His house burnt to the ground. I went over there to help him a little bit, and he said, "Well, I owe you." I said, "Don't worry about what you owe me today. Don't worry about it." I spent a half a day over there doing all that for him.
I'm gonna turn it back around here. Hell, it was lightning real good until I turned it around there, and I quit.
Well, you scared the lightning away.
Scared the lightning away. That's funny.
Damn.
Good. I don't like lightning.
Yeah.
Damn it, there it goes.
You shouldn't have touched the camera.
Nah.
We used to sit on a friend's porch facing the west, and you could see the storms coming across.
Yeah.
Because it was flat across fields. You could see it coming for, 20 miles out. You could see the
He
storm
fell on
coming.
his head again.
It was so much fun watching that around dusk time. Oh man, all that stuff coming through. It was fun to watch it come through.
I think it was summer of '68. We living in Jacksonville, Florida. This thunderstorm come up. We had this big plate glass window, and these kids was out there playing by his power pole, and this thing was arcing like somebody sticking a grinding wheel to a piece of metal. My old man went out there and got these kids away from that thing, and I thought to myself, if it had been me, one good slap on my butt, and I've been in that house before I knew what happened.
Yeah.
Well, we've had a couple times the winds were so high, them super high voltage power lines were doing this stuff, and they were arcing.
And LTV, what's up?
We're arcing across there. Oh, talking about some fireworks going on. Lights are all over town.
Yeah. Now, when you get 500,000 volt power lines coming together, yeah, you better stay somewhere else,
Oh yeah.
because they said you walk under a 500,000 volt power line and you take a damn full fluorescent tube and hold it. It's so strong, it'll light that tube up like it ain't nothing. I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, all these coal fire power plants, a lot of them could go to natural gas and still keep running, but the expense of converting them from coal to natural gas, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Let's see, we got a cement
Hello, guys.
near us. Well, actually, in our town, it's the largest cement plant in the world, and
Yep.
it burns.
Andrew.
It burns coal, coke, tires, and paint.
Yep.
What's up, Andrew?
Yeah. There's some stuff in concrete that requires the incineration of certain product.
Yeah, and they use the heat to, generate and power for the kilns.
Yep.
Spinning the kilns, and actually they generate electricity. They run the whole plant off of all that. Plus, it feeds our town.
Yep.
And there's a lot of power coming out of there.
Yeah. There have been some places that melt steel. They would use such high voltage, they'd have to wait till nighttime to fire up for the power draw. And it's like, I think y'all need y'all's own generators. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, we have a supplemental power plant on this lake. It's Wallace Dam. All the time it runs is they probably start up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Then at night, after a while, they shut down. But that power plant we had here in Putnam County, it was coal fired. But nope.
No, we don't have too much power, Andrew. It just it's regulated, but we also got backup generators stuck all over the place that people don't even know they're there.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
They think everything's, there's no, how do I want to say this? Oh, yeah, we're using green energy because there's 3 dams here, the hydro stuff.
Yep.
So people have no idea what it takes to run electricity in here.
Yep. Oh, they did a video. This place in Canada, they had a bad power outage. Well, a train engine ain't nothing but a big generator on wheels.
Yeah, that's right.
So they took this train engine off the tracks and drove it down the street as is to the place where they wanted and hooked up to
I've
it.
seen that video.
Then when they got through, they got the power back there, take that damn train, turn around, drive it back up the street on steel wheels and set it back on track. And then the owner of that engine had to take it somewhere and have it repaired because it couldn't drive on the damn asphalt. I'm like, they could do that around here, but no, all these railroad companies, yeah, boy. And they show yeah.
In the summertime, there's always 2 engines running in the rail yard all day long. They're sitting there freaking idling.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the heck they are, engines there to power all the power wheels, the electric wheels, or whatever.
Yeah.
Electric motors. There we go. That's what it was.
Yeah. The diesel engine turns to electric motor, like I said, because the biggest engine Norfolk Southern has is a 4,400 horsepower diesel engine. I'm like, and when they need to be fixed, they got to go all the way to Pennsylvania, get tore down, rebuilt, and sent back out. And I'm like,
Yep.
You can imagine tearing down
a lot of. You get into some of them bigger equipment like tugboats, some huge ones. Yeah,
Yep.
those big freaking engines.
Well,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What do
was
you
it?
got? What do you got? Chain falls to pull heads and stuff off. That's freaking huge.
Yep. No.
Shit, one
Was
injector weighs about 50 pounds.
yep. And was it that one time? I think it was episode of Dirty Jobs. They showed the damn portable launch pad down in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Each engine was 1,500 horsepower. I'm like, And the
You ought
thing
to,
is, yep,
you ought to see
yeah,
that launch pad in person.
yep. But the thing is, the air they ran on, they had to use river rock because they couldn't use granite. They had to use river rock. They had to use a rock to withstand the weight of that launch pad.
You ought to see that damn person, Robert.
Yeah, yeah. Nowadays, yeah, all the space shuttles that survived, they're sitting in museums.
Yep.
Yep.
That damn launch
Nah.
pad's about the size of this town I live in.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that's a big launch pad. So was it space shuttle take off, do its thing, come back to Earth, land like a damn jet, a plane. Then they'd have to pick it up, set it on a jet, fly it back to Cape Canaveral, unload it, get it ready, stand it back on in. It's like, but it was reusable. But
Well, we got
if Robert had a 1,500 horsepower mower, he'd be fast.
maybe fast. Yeah.
Lightning
I'm just
fast.
waiting for SpaceX to get up and run. They got two. They got one launch pad and one vertical area they're going to be taking off from. So the one that's vertical, we should be able to see that one because that was probably about about 60 miles away, something like that. We should be able to find out when they're going to be there. Just head down there.
Matt, you going to bed?
Night, Matt. See ya.
Yep.
Night, Matt.
But what was it? I think it was July of 67 or 68. They had that one rocket take it off from the Cape Canaveral. Didn't even make it off the launch pad. And them guys burned up. I'm like,
That'd have been 65.
Yeah.
Now, somewhere. Oh, and this was it. It's past January, February. It's been what 20? No, it's been 36 years ago when the the Columbia blew up.
No, that would have been 41, 42 years ago.
Oh yeah. 80. Yeah, it was 86. I remember when I seen that. That man, I tell you what, I'm not gonna lie.
It was 81, I believe. I was in high school because we were watching it. We watched it blow up.
Yeah, because then there was that one in 1986. I seen that one. It was a Columbia. One of the two, like I said, I seen it, and I'm like, man, I stood there, and I can't lie, that brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah, because I was at school when the Columbia blew up. I think it was a Columbia where the teacher was on it, and
yeah, I think it was a Columbia because that was in 86.
No, 81.
Oh,
or
it was
86.
86.
Because I was in high school.
I thought it was 86.
No, I was in high school when it happened because we were watching it in the library. So it'd have been 81, 82, and I can't remember when it was, but it was right around there. Yeah, because I remember watching that. I can tell you exactly where I was standing, too.
The only space shuttle that never went to space was the Enterprise. They used the Enterprise as a test pilot for landing in that.
This just said special Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, February 1st, 2003.
Well,
It wasn't a Columbia then.
Yeah,
The
it says
Columbia,
Columbia.
because there was one in the 80s, early 80s, 81, 82, whatever it was. I was in school when it blew up.
well,
Or was I in school?
One of the first women
nah.
in space was on the Columbia.
That was Discovery, wasn't it?
I'll only one I remember is the one in January, February of 1986. That's the one I remember. No.
Well,
Oh,
you know
Stutter,
what?
what's up? It was a Challenger in '86.
Challenge.
Yeah,
I guess it was 86.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for the info.
Shuttle Challenger exploded just over a minute. All 7 crew members, including New Hampshire.
I guess what I'm thinking of is maybe when I was in high school as the first launch. Maybe that's
35 years ago.
Yep. Yeah. Like I said, I was standing there watching the TV, and all of a sudden, like I said, when that happened, boy, I was like, it's just like God Almighty. And the thing was, everybody who had a video recorder at that time, they was confiscating every video they could get their hands on.
Yeah,
And
it
the
was.
thing was, yep.
Yeah, I remember that, Andrew, because I seen it. It split off all in different directions there.
Yeah. And the thing was, they could have waited. They couldn't stand it.
It was
They
like
had to
32
launch.
or 31 degrees or something like that.
Yeah, it's all the ice and everything that did it.
Yep.
They just waited about a couple hours. Have been fine.
Yep. But now, like I said, all the space shuttles, they just sitting on the ground at museums. Yep.
That's okay. Elon Musk is taking over now.
Problem with SpaceX down there in Texas, those people do not want him to launch any more rockets. They are now thinking about giving him, or he's got to buy some land at Florida at the Cape. They're thinking about building the SpaceX towers down there.
Yep.
So they can launch them down there because people in Texas don't want it.
I just wonder what
about a week or so ago.
I just wonder what NASA is working on now. You know they're working on something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always working on something.
All them billions and billions of dollars they get every year, they got to be working on something.
Yeah, just like all that billions of dollars.
Get off YouTube, you have to work. It's 11 p.m.
No, I don't. It's going to rain.
No, but you know,
billions of dollars that they printed or whatever, just sitting in accounts doing nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because was it back?
And the American people are starving.
Yep. Yeah, strange. The space race back in the 60s is all between.
NASA got 7.8 billion this year.
Yeah, 7.8 billion.
Yep.
That's taxpayer money.
Yep.
You know, do you know how many double quarter pounders that would buy me at McDonald's?
Oh man.
Yeah. You'll eat of your whole life.
Yep.
Not eat that many. Even if you had everybody you know eating them hamburgers or whatever quarter pounders, you still couldn't spend it all.
I know it.
Nope. Nah. Yeah, but like I said, you know, back in the 60s, probably starting in the late 50s, early 60s, the space race between us and Russia, who could get to the moon first and put a man on it. And then they talk about, oh, that was a conspiracy theory. That was all set up. Like, all right, let's get the world's strongest damn telescope and look at the moon. If you see an American flag on the moon, guess what? It wasn't fake, buddy. It wasn't fake. But There's always gonna be somebody. Oh, that was a conspiracy. They did all that in Hollywood and stuff. Like, yeah,
How
right.
much did you? How many billion was that NASA got?
So
Do
you
what?
saw it. What?
How much? How
No,
many billions was that NASA got? 1.8.
7.8.
7.8 or 1.8, 1.8.
Okay, so one point. Just think of this: $1.8 billion, and you give everybody that you know and your family and everything $1 million, you still have $1.8 billion.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
You know what?
Mm.
Do I
That's
get an
all it
hour
was.
later?
You know, we got 342 million people in the United States.
Hmm.
Why don't they do this? Give us all $1 million. Let us all be millionaires,
Yep.
and poverty would be wiped out.
Yep.
It would be.
Yep. Oh, was
And
it
then we'd
that
have
damn?
Statistics by the way the illegal immigrants are coming across. The
Yep.
figure by 2024, 20% of the United States will be illegal immigrants.
Yep.
I thought it already was.
20%. That's
Damn.
a lot of freaking people. They're figuring what? I forgot how many people they're figuring when that whatever 42 is lifted.
Mm.
It's just going to be flooded.
Shit, I couldn't get one guy to show up today and help me out a little bit. I even had $50 in my back pocket. I was going to give it to him and treat him to DQ. Never showed up.
Well, I was busy.
Yeah. We've
I was
offered
busy.
people.
I couldn't make
We've
it.
offered many people $20 an hour cash. Won't
Yeah.
show up.
Yep. Yep.
Will not show up. This is
Yep.
10 years ago or whatever, 8 years ago.
Yep.
Just wouldn't show up. It's like, okay.
Jim, I was busy. I couldn't make it today.
Complaining because you're broke, but you don't want to work for $20 an hour cash.
Mm-hmm.
That there's no common sense there at all.
I know.
What?
Yeah, I got 8 lawns in. There was 2 more in the area, and I was going to try to get them done, but my knees wouldn't. They said, "No way, go home. We're done."
Yeah, it's because it's the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I mean that's the first cut out there.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Had a few wet lawns I didn't touch because I didn't want to sink like a boat.
Yeah, the first about the first month it's about killer on you.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And then you're fine.
I won't be going back out there probably next Friday with all the rainy crap coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, these younger generations, they want to jack, but they don't want to have to work for it.
That's right.
No. See, that's the other thing is people want what you have, but they're not willing to do what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's one thing I can say. All that I got that belongs to me, I got it the old-fashioned way. I earned it.
Yeah. Well, I got 3 mowers paid off, so they're mine. I just got one that it's slowing down, so pretty soon it'll be kicked off to the side, but probably within 20 months it'll be mine, truck and trailer as well.
Yeah, we had all our mowers are paid off. The 3 mowers, and we sold the Gravely this year because we just don't need it. So we didn't use it that much last year either. So just on the cleanup stuff, and we ain't got crap for cleanups anymore. So we're good with them 2 Skags. Plus, some things are, they do nice cuts in our area. They're doing a really nice job. So
that's why you see me moving around there because my knees are just yelling and screaming. I put icy hot on it and everything, but it's gonna be fun going to sleep tonight. Of course, like I said, it's the first day, and the first day is always rough.
yeah, there's another product. Oh, what the heck is it called? We use it all the time. Oh, I can't think of what the heck it's called now.
Not so icy hot.
It's you put this stuff on and I don't know. It's got
You talking about the green stuff?
Eucalyptus in it or something. I cannot think of the name of it.
Yeah.
You talking about the green stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it either, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you put it on there, and whatever you put it on there is freaking cold. After
Wow.
about 10 minutes, everything's freaking cold. What the hell
But
is
it
that called?
works.
It works. Yes, it does work on them sore muscles. What the hell is that called? I can't
Well,
think of
this stuff here works great. I mean, it takes a while. It soaks in
Oh,
slow.
this other stuff you would really like, Jim.
Yeah.
Really like. I cannot think of
Yeah,
what
it
the hell
was
it's
better than I see it.
It's
Yeah,
way
just,
better.
I can't remember the name of it either.
just as long as we don't stick it to anything else, it gets cold.
Yeah, it's like it's got aloe vera gel in it, and
Yeah.
I think that, and it's got mentholyptus in it, and a bunch of other stuff. And Ricky's been freezing up there a little bit.
Yeah.
What the
I
hell
can't
is that
remember the
stuff?
name of that either.
You could get it anywhere anymore. Mostly your pharmacy's got it now.
Yep.
Oh, what the hell is that stuff called?
Walmart's got it.
Yeah,
I'm like you.
it's
I can't
really
remember
good
the name.
stuff too.
Oh, Andrew, and your one question right here. If I had a 1500 HP on the Cub Cadet, I don't know. I might be launching into space because the deck and everything and the blades might launch me up there. Think about it. It'd be like a little helicopter.
And lightning's going out there good now, y'all.
Mm.
See, I love watching thunderstorms, or I love watching the lightning come across. I can sit there and watch it all the time.
As long as that flash lightning, I don't mind it. Don't want it. The streak
Yeah.
lightning, I don't like at all.
Well, there was
I ain't afraid.
this is quite a while ago. I was coming out of my mother's house, and Vicky was already on the way to the car, and I'm watching everything up there. I'm just watching the lightning and everything, and I took about 3 steps. And the lightning hit behind me. I felt it. And my mother was standing at the doorway, and she said, "Did you see that?" I said, "No, I felt that." Because I felt it hit. And what it did is it hit the copper gas line going into our house. It struck that. But yeah, I felt it. I felt that lightning.
Luckily, they didn't go boom boom.
Oh yeah, I know. But what the heck? It was. I can't explain how it felt, but I mean, it was just like it was like a whole bunch of static electricity hit me in the back. And I could feel it. It was just weird.
I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel.
That's closest to what I ever had. And I did see a bolt of lightning hit the lake, and the lake just went poof. And all the birds that were around there were dead too.
Wow.
But yeah, it made a hell of a splash.
Me and my daddy was sitting on the front, it's been some years back, but sitting on the front porch of our house, and it struck a tree at the end of the porch.
Uh-oh, Mr. Barnes,
Yeah.
Mr. Barnes.
It
What's up,
knocked us.
Mr. Barnes?
It knocked us unconscious for a few minutes.
NASA's working on trying to put the first woman and person of color on the moon.
By 2024.
Yeah.
What's that?
So everyone has gone woke. You're right.
No.
Did you hear what's going on at Disney World?
No.
Their stocks fell 50%, and their attendance is way down.
I imagine. They've already been done if they wanted to. Well, they put the first school teacher up there, but she didn't make it back.
Yeah, you're right, Justin. It is disgusting. Oh, it's hurting them bad. It's hurting them real bad.
No.
They screwed up on that one. It went really woke, and it's biting them in the ass now.
I got one question. What's color and sex got to do with going back to the moon?
No idea.
Nope.
There shouldn't be anything about it. Just
No.
if you did the work and you qualify, you go. It's that simple. Yep.
If you're a qualified candidate.
Right. It's open to everybody. Should be open to everybody, no matter what color, creed, whatever you are. If you got the knowledge, you got the stuff, you go.
A buddy of mine said something to me about being racist or something like that. You know, he's from Korea. And I says, you know, I don't care if you're purple with pink polka dots. I could give a rip less. I don't care.
Go for it.
It don't matter. It never matters. Never
I-
did.
This damn woke generation is pissing me off.
You know, it's yeah.
Them
You know, and I
color,
was, you know,
color, sex, religion, anything like that shouldn't matter.
Nope.
If you qualified for the damn job, if you're the highest qualified, then you're the one that should get it.
see, you know, and it must be the area I live in too, because me and my buddy are going snorkeling this summer for looking for arrowheads, because we knew where the camps were at and where the salmon and everything were running. So we're going in that area just because I know we're going to find them, or he figures we're going to find them. So, and then I'll be going to a lake this summer that's warm when it gets warm out, and there's a canoe launch where they would load up. You know, where they had the trapping camp or whatever, they load the canoes up, and there's a break wall. I don't know how it is. I haven't been there in 40 years, so but they would load all the canoes up and take off from right there, go down river out to the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a couple. Well, there's quite a few trees marked up through the woods too. You know, they're all bent. You know how they would break them or bend them or whatever. Yeah, you could see them going through the woods.
I'm probably fixing what I'm fixing to say probably gonna piss some people off, but don't care. They call this new generation the woke generation.
Oh yeah.
I think they need to go to hell back to sleep.
Oh yeah, because it's stupid. Because of what they're saying, nobody believes it.
Nope.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of people that believe it, but the stupid ones are the one that believes it.
Yeah, the stupid ones believe it. Woke generation.
George Carlin said there's 3 kinds of people, and you can figure them all out within 8 seconds. The stupid ones, was it stupid? Can't remember the heck what they were now.
Well, you got the smart one, you got the stupid one. What was the third one?
No, there was a stupid one. There's another one in the middle. I can't think it was, and then that's what it is. There's the stupid people, the people that are full of shit, and the people that are crazy. That's what you got. There's 3 groups of people.
Well, I beg the difference.
I think lawn care people runs into the crazy people.
I beg the difference. The 3 is there's stupid people, there's people that's full of shit, and there's people that eat that shit.
That too, yeah. And what the heck was it? 3 days ago? 3 days ago, I went for a nice little ride because it was nice and warm out. Now it's freaking snowing.
Oh Lord!
Well, you got a coalition for snow.
Oh yeah, we only got another week of it, and then we're done.
Y'all getting snow up there, and we getting thunderstorms and tornadoes and floods.
Oh, we only have 2 or 3 days a week where it's not getting either snow or rain. This time of the year,
Finally.
Oh Lord!
There he is.
Hello.
Who is it?
It's me.
It's me.
Oh Lord.
Just me. The one with the
Oh, it was.
microphone that has a little too much stereo involved with it.
Yeah, but at least you're not.
Oh yeah. Well, I can change that right now.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, you still got all the toys.
I got a few little gadgets.
Yeah, he's got all the toys.
Oh my God.
Oh, you kids and your gadgets.
Lord
Got
have
that
mercy.
one.
I have a few.
I just don't want to blow up Robert's ears.
Oh, Robert. Good
Robert's
evening.
got his headset on like you do. So you
Good
gotta,
evening,
you
Milos.
gotta watch the sounds.
Almost
Good to
sounds
see
like
you.
Optimus Prime. That's what he sounds like. Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
But when you got high sounds, all that wax falls down, so you can get it out.
Yeah. Assemble the Autobots. I couldn't pull off that guy's voice.
That's
He also did all the sound effects for Predator too.
yeah, that guy's. He's got a good voice for all of
He
that.
does.
Yeah.
And you, man. Oh yeah.
I'm glad you shut that down, bro.
Shut the front door.
I knew it. That bottle sound. Listen. It's a G. Ready?
Yep. Yep. Justin, since when did we move away from selecting the highest qualified candidates? It's all about the appearance now. It has nothing to do with qualifications. It has to do with appearance.
Yes, it does.
Since it's one generation woke up.
And who could do this? One hand washes another one.
And who can play the world's smallest violin the best?
Yeah, that's about it too.
Yep.
But I understand why people said they wanted to go into politics now. I understand that. It's all the money that's involved.
Yep. I'm gonna leave this thing going, but I'll be right back. I gotta go cut my lawnmowers up because I do not need them getting rained on.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Y'all put me
save
up there for president. I'm straighten this place up.
Man.
We need a
I'll
red
just-
back up there for president.
I'm just glad we were paying attention for the past few years and we're not in debt to our eyeballs.
Since Robert had to leave, I'll get to watch the spot for him. Where the hell is that guy? I told him I'll be alive tonight. I sent him a link too.
Who is it?
He probably loves by it.
Yep.
I'm counting down the minutes there, Perfecto, and see if Matt's gonna come back since you popped up here. 30
Oh,
minutes.
Matt? I'll send him a message. I will. I'll send him here. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me go send him a message real quick. See what
Hey, old man, where the hell are you? I know he's listening. He always does.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandpa, I'm up here. Where you at?
Yeah, so you got 8 yards done today. Oh man,
Yeah, my knees are killing me, man. I mean, I barely walked to the damn truck. I had to crawl in my damn truck.
Well, we're gonna be all bundled up in a winter frickin' coat,
Yeah, I know,
so we
I know.
pants on and everything when we start.
Here's Space Dog Pete.
Our grass is turning green, but it ain't growing.
My lawn down here is between 6 to 8 inches tall already. Yeah, and I got gravel and sticks to pick up, and every time I get ready to go out there, it rains. I thought, okay.
Our grass is as tall as it was last fall. How's that?
Yeah.
Just turning green now.
I figure Sunday maybe I'll go out there and do some work because I can't go anywhere else on Sunday because it's going to rain all day, all night tonight.
All night.
So I didn't.
Your grass is just now turning green?
My grass been green since March.
Yeah, ours is turning green because it's so freaking cold.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't work today because of the rain. It was off and on all day. So I'm like, screw that, I ain't doing it. So tomorrow I got 11 properties, and I still don't have the week made up. I've lost money. I'll be about $350, $400 down this week. So I'm gonna try to make up as much as I can tomorrow. From Wednesday, it'll be Wednesday and Friday plus a couple bonus ones I got. So
yeah, so we never start till the first week of May. Never.
Wow.
Last year we did for the first time in about 4 years, but we get snow all the way through May. So
yeah,
I got two.
It never used to be that way. March we were always out in March. Not no more.
Well, I tried to call Pecto today, but he didn't want to talk to me.
I wasn't out working today, and I was at home and kids and this and that. So yeah.
Yeah, that
I could be giving you a call tomorrow for sure, Jim.
The new headset failed.
Oh no.
Well, I did a test inside of a building with 2 lawnmowers. Everyone says it got drowned out. You can hear me. Okay, no problem.
Right.
I started up a trimmer inside my trailer a few days ago. Okay, they can still hear me, not the trimmer. I go out in the field. Oh, I can't hear you because all I hear is the lawnmower.
Weird.
Okay.
Man, that's why I said you test it out before I order it.
That's why I was trying to call you. I was trying to call Eden today too.
Oh man, yeah, I'll be getting at you tomorrow though, Jim. I'm gonna be out working all day tomorrow. I'll probably give you a call probably around 2 o'clock your time.
Yeah, I won't be mowing tomorrow because we got nothing but rain coming in.
Yeah, I'll be giving you a call tomorrow afternoon. I'll be working a little bit in the morning. My little dude's got his birthday party tomorrow. His birthday was on the 13th, but he's got his party tomorrow, so I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get a few done and go to that for an hour and a half, and then back out in the field I go till everything's done. So.
And he's going to be how old?
He's going to be 4. That
be
little rascal going to be 4, and he's grown up so fast. Man.
He's going to be 4.
I remember when his little foot used to be small enough I could put his footprint in the palm of my hand. and now the furniture has turned into his gym.
Yeah, I knew Matt. It wouldn't be long Matt was coming back.
I need to create a custom little jingle for Matt when he comes up on stream.
It took about 6 minutes.
I need to write Matt a little jingle for when he comes up on stream.
Well, I've had a little busy today.
Yeah.
First thing this morning, I cut grass from about 10:30 to about 2:30. Then a friend of mine called me. He needed to get some dirt and stuff away from where down on the side of the trailer and stuff, big piles of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over there, got on a forward-end tractor and drug it all down. I wish I should have went back there and got that excavator back there in the back and used it.
I need you to come to my house, Matt. I need you to grade a 12-foot by 7-foot section. I need you to grade it about 4 inches down so we can put a concrete pad there to extend our patio. I know you could do that, no problem.
No,
I need it.
I need it. Do that.
Yeah, because you'd have to use a skid steer to get to the gate of the fence. And skid steer fit just fine, but he'd do it. No problem at all. That's what I need. I need it graded down, a couple plants ripped out right up next to the house. Just put the bucket in the dirt, lift them up, use the remaining soil from the rest of the grading, fill in the holes, and then concrete on top.
How wide is it right there?
I think it's 7.5 feet wide, 12 feet long. Because it's going to the edge of the concrete by the pool. Yeah, so it's going from the edge of the pool straight up to the house, and then it's just 7 feet wide. So 12 foot long, 7 foot wide. So it's real
They
small.
probably-
It's nothing crazy.
Then you can probably get a mini excavator,
Maybe.
or
Cool.
get permission from the people from back behind you there, and come in there and drop the low boy trailer back there, bring a bigger one to the back way.
Oh, you'd sink. You'd sink. 'Cause I got a gate in the back, and it's just about 5.5 feet wide, that gate, because I made a gate back there. But to get through that field back there, you're gonna go all the way. You're gonna go all the way to the pumpkin on a truck, and a trailer's gonna go to the axle. It's so soft back there.
Just unload it on the side and walk the machine down there.
Yeah, it'd have to be at the end of the street because the neighbor's lawn. Oh, Lord have mercy! You put a piece of equipment on their lawn, they're gonna chop your balls off.
They gonna-
Ow!
Yeah. Yeah, there's some neighborhoods we don't even work in because of stupid shit like that.
Yeah, HOA type crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's what I deal with. I hate it. I'd rather be on death row than living in an HOA. Tell you
I
that.
would never, ever live in an HOA.
Yeah, well, the problem is I didn't know it was HOA until after the fact. It's like, oh, by the way, you have to sign these. So now that we got your house all confirmed, you now need to sign these papers. Surprise! I'm like,
Yeah, I've heard about that a lot of different times.
Excuse me?
You can take those.
Can we
HOA
take this
papers and
back?
shove it up
No,
your ass.
sir. You signed the papers.
Yeah.
I ain't signing nothing.
Bend over.
That's my fault. I should have investigated that more, but I know now. I've been bitten. I've tasted the poison now. That'll never happen again. Tell a realtor, it's like, you know what? If it's HOA, don't even think about it.
Yeah, I won't even go work in an HOA, so
Yeah,
I would never
exactly.
live in one.
Well, I used to cut 6 or 7 properties in the neighborhood here. And I can charge them a lower price because there's no drive time. It's right there, whatever.
Right.
Well, my truck and trailer, when I'd park to cut someone's lawn in the neighborhood, the busybodies would come out and start taking pictures of my rig and sending it into the HOA. And because I lived here, I was getting fines and notices trying to illegally park my truck and trailer around so I didn't have to, keep the trailer somewhere else. So I was getting nailed with this and that and threats. And it's like, you know what?
I would sue the HOA.
We're done. The problem is it's so hard to sue an HOA because you sign your name to agree to their terms and conditions. You sign them permission to do that to you at their will. And I just like, you know what? Screw it. You people find someone else. You go find one of these lawn care idiots in the neighborhood to do it for you. I ain't doing it.
We'll see. And when it's what's on the board is a whole bunch of Karens.
Yeah.
Yep. Karen and Darren's.
Yep, Karen.
It's a bunch of people who lost control of their own lives. They have to gain control of other people's lives. And it's just like the Gestapo. And I thought my grandpa killed all them in World War II, but apparently not because I'm living amongst them right now. So.
Oh yeah.
What do you call Karen and a Darren?
Truth.
What do you
I'll
think
tell
your
you
last
what.
name is?
Karen. What the last name of a Karen?
No, well, you got a person named Karen and you got a guy named Darren. What do you call the last name of those two?
Bitch.
Oh,
No.
oh my God, Jim, you took it right out from in between my eyes.
Bitch.
McDarren.
McLaren. Man.
I thought bitch would have been the word. Damn it.
That's some name we just come up with.
Always bitch about something, so that's why I came up with it.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
I got one of them Karens in my neighborhood. She said something to me the other day. I told her go fly off a kite. Make sure you don't put no ropes on it.
The HOA people, I can't stand it. It drives me absolutely up the wall.
There's no way.
Yeah, so to any viewers watching, do not move into an HOA unless you fit into the HOA clique. Because if you move into one and you don't fit into their little clique or posse or whatever you want to call it, you become a target. Do not move into one. Yeah. If you want to sit there and spend $300,000 plus on your house and you own that house and your property and you're still getting told how to live on that property and how to live in and within that house that you bought, move into an HOA because you don't own jack squat. in an
No,
HOA. They can lean your house over a soccer ball on the front lawn if they want to, and there's nothing you can do about it because you signed away permission for them to do that. Ooh,
They would hate
dangerous.
me. I would have taken a D5 dozer and I would grade a ditch right down the middle of their concrete.
So what I thought about doing,
right down around the middle of where their HOA building is. I said, "How you like that, you piece of shit?"
so what I wanted to do, like, man, if I wanted to plant an oak tree or a big silver maple right on the edge of the lawn, right by the sidewalk in the street, and let it get big enough that the roots buckle and destroy the concrete, and then cut it down. But it takes too long for it to get to that level of damage. It's like, man.
Silver maple, you're looking at a lot of years.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to think
tree.
you can get a big silver maple, and you give it, 40 to 50 years, you'll get 4 feet on the stump on it.
Oh yeah, you will.
They'll grow quick, especially now. But
yeah, there's
I'm gonna be dead before I'm caught in this HOA by then.
There's oak trees that are that big.
Oh yeah.
The lady says, I don't know how old they are because they were here when we moved here. She's 93 years old.
Yeah.
Get some kind of plant that grows quick.
Well,
and put it and drop it right in the HOA, close to the HOA, but we'll just take over every damn thing.
Well, the thing is that our main HOA office, the headquarters, that's in Missouri. It's not even local. And they send their little drivers out to do drive-arounds and inspect and write fines, and I'll tell you what, they send stacks of them out every month.
Oh, they do, yeah. It is the Gestapo because that's what they want to do.
Yeah,
they got to control all that stuff, and then I could.
If I was a state trooper, I would sit at the end of one of them HOAs, and I will pull every damn one of them that goes in there over.
Tell you what. If you're living in an HOA, you're a stronger man than I am because there's no way in hell.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, they be bitching at me and all that stuff. I'll be writing tickets and all kinds of stuff.
No, I lost my house already. Because my attention span and also my fuse is about this long, this big. Because it don't take a whole lot to set me off.
It don't take much to set me off either.
I asked that old man that on me last fall, and I hit him full bore with the steel blower there.
That's like
I was tired of his bullshit, so I just nailed him full throttle with it.
It's me.
Oh, here we go. I'll
800
C. There we go.
All right, let's go. Let's get rid of this, and we'll bring this up. So, Mark, here we go. It's on a lot clearing project. Big old silver maple. This is about 3.5 foot on the stump. It's not a super big tree. Yeah, like I said, it's about 3.5 foot. So they bulldozed the house down, and then I was helping them get the big trees down.
Yep.
Real big trees. And that tree. So let's see. Let me go back here a little bit. Okay. Hold on, let me back this up. See this tree back here where my cursor is, if you can see it? So this one almost killed me. I almost lost my life to this tree when I was cutting this one down. So I made a judgment error on this, okay? So the direction of fall for this tree was supposed to be in this open lot. So if you see my cursor, it's supposed to go right down this way, okay? What I failed to really analyze is look at the amount of weight coming off the opposite side, okay? Look at the weight. This huge limb way down here, a ton of weight. And this limb right here was the one that did it. A ton of weight way out back. And the crown is just about perfectly straight, but it's got a little bit of a back lean. So I didn't look at that close enough, and I made the judgment call. We're going to wedge this joker over. We're not going to pull it. We're just going to wedge it over. So I make the face cut, and I make the back cut and everything, and I'll tell you what. I was banging wedges, and there's a point when you're hitting wedges, if you're experienced, you just know when they're not going to go anymore. That's it. It's a total different feeling in the back of the axe when you're banging wedges. So I had 3 or 4 wedges in the back of this thing, and none of them were moving anymore.
I don't fit in HOAs either.
I was sitting there, and I was like, man, I'm gonna I'm gonna tickle this face cut a little bit more, and I'm gonna go to the back cut a hair more. And I'll tell you what, I remember it in slow motion, and Elms was there with me. He was standing off over here, off to the right. I was cutting that, tickling that back cut, and all of a sudden, I hear and I feel through the saw a very aggressive, violent pop.
Ooh.
And for that split second, I froze for half a second, and I went right around the back of that tree, and I went way over here, and I'll tell you what, that tree went right over my left shoulder, right behind me.
Oh,
Ow.
boy.
I left the saw in the stump. I left a $2,000 saw right in the stump. Forget it, dropped it, and I took off. I ran right out of my escape path. That's another reason why you have escape paths, because things can and will go wrong. Hit the escape path and got out of the way, and this joker, this tree that was supposed to go down here, it went right over here. It went the absolute opposite way because of all of this back weight. So
See,
yeah,
that
if I would have been inexperienced, or I would have frozen fear during that, I probably would have lost my life, because that would have came right back on top of me. So
This is what I would have done on that tree, right there, Recto.
yeah.
I would have cut that limb right there, right here, right there off.
Yep.
That and one up there, cut that limb off there. That was the two first things I would have done to that tree, just from my experience.
Here's what I should have done.
And then I would have took an excavator and get behind it and push it some
Should have done it just the opposite direction.
So here's the thing. What I should have done. I should have analyzed it better. So it's my judgment call right off the bat. I own that. It was my fault. I own that. It's how we learn. We make mistakes and we learn and we go back and look at it. I ain't too proud to admit I made a mistake. I probably should have made a hair deeper face cut instead of going one third of the way. Probably should have went a little bit deeper on the face cut. I should have had a line up here in this crotch where my cursor's at. Should have had a line up here and at least put a truck on it, and the force of a truck with the wedges would have edged this joker over enough to put it right down where I wanted it.
All I had to do is
no
look
problem.
closer to it, to that rope.
Yeah, or put the dozer on it. Yeah, so this tree back here, you can kind of see in the background, we put a line way up high in it, and we put the dozer on it, and the dozer was sitting over here down to the left where my cursor's at, and we had a line in it, and I felled that one, and I basically set up the hinge and told them just pull it over, and no problem at all. And then we did that with 2 or 3 more trees that day, but these two I was flying solo on because they were the biggest ones. But yeah, that one almost took my life that day, and I'll never forget that, and I learned a very, very valuable lesson. But you will never ever meet a professional timber faller that has not came close to death multiple times in his career.
Oh yeah,
I had a damn limb fell on a 455 loader for one time.
Yeah, I mean it's scary
buddy
stuff.
of mine
It's
was
nothing to
cutting a
joke.
tree just like that, and it hit him. It crushed his head.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean this
He
stuff.
lived,
This stuff will
but,
kill you.
He's got a plate in his head. He's still cutting trees, but he's got a plate in his head.
Yeah, that stuff will kill you. I mean, it's so freaking dangerous. Those plants are dangerous.
Yeah, because
we cut the little stuff on the surface.
Because they had to cut one side of his head off and take some bone out, so because his brain was all swollen and his skull.
Got to relieve the pressure because you had he
he
hemorrhaging under the skull, so you got to relieve the pressure.
He was very lucky they got to him fast because they just.
I got a ball hammer around here somewhere that'll relieve pressure.
You know what they do when you got a bad brain bleed like that and you're getting pressure? They'll take a scalpel, they'll cut it to the bone, and they'll take a drill and they'll put a hole in it to relieve that pressure. Then, all an emergency surgery type situation. Then they'll take the bone saws and they'll cut a section of that skull off. Then they'll put a steel plate there after they get the hemorrhaging to stop wherever it's at, if they even can. It's scary.
That's what they did with him.
Terrifying.
Damn spider web just got on my freaking camera out there, and I can't. It's driving me freaking nuts.
Go get it, Matt. Spider-Man.
No.
Spider-Man.
Damn, take your ball-peen hammer and hit it.
Yeah.
Nah. There was a tree at school I went to in Macon, war oak. Guy was cutting it. Well, he trying to save the saw.
Right, Justin.
He slipped in the leaves. Luckily, that tree had an arch in it.
Yeah.
And when that tree fell, all it did was bruise his back. Because if it hadn't been for that arch in that tree,
Bye, Ricky.
the state of Georgia, they would have been in some deep shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you, you don't want to get hit by trees. That's so much weight moving so fast. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it.
Nope.
You think getting hit with a baseball bat or a pool cue is bad?
Nope.
You put 15,000 pounds of wood coming down, and let that smack you. You're shattered.
Yep.
Literally, you are shattered. Your bones turn to dust when that hits you. I mean,
Yep.
it's scary stuff. That's why I got a lot of respect for trees. I mean, it's. And the thing is, people are like, oh my God, you want $800 to cut that tree down? Yeah, because guess what? How much is my life worth on this job site right now? Because that's what it boils down to. If I die on this job site, wow, it was only worth $800 to lose my life over, you know? For real. That kind of goes with anything. You know, you can roll a mower on you or anything can happen and just sit there and crush your rib cage and puncture a lung, you're dead.
Yep.
How much is your life worth on that job site? We all have to think about things like that. Not to start preaching or nothing, but
No, it's just like you know, you walk up to each tree and you read that tree. You just don't. Oh, I just cut it down. You gotta read that tree. August Honeyke and Billy Ray will tell you that you read that tree.
And the thing is, that's just it, Robert. Because the thing is, how I was reading that tree. You talk, you know, like Bucking or Honeyke.
Yep.
Oh, they would have read that totally different. I mean, that just comes with experience. How experienced are you? What is that tree telling you to do and how to do it safely versus we need to have heavy equipment interfere with the situation to make it go safe? You know, that's just the difference between professionals and amateurs. That's the experience, and that's why the price is so high because you are paying for the experience, not so much the time.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're professionals. They know how to read a tree, and they know how to step back and formulate a plan on it, no matter what the situation is, because they've been in every situation. They've had accidents in every situation that they've learned from. I mean, all of them have. August told a story about one of his stupid ground men way back in the day. This is before any of his current crew put his freaking rope in the chipper. It wasn't the rope that was tied to him, but it was still a rope that was in the tree. If it would have been him, it would have sucked him out of that tree and into that chipper. He told that story, and it's dangerous. And you can look, if you go on YouTube, you can type in ropes and chipper, and you can show the demonstrations from manufacturers on what happens. You get a rope in there, and they'll put a 200-pound dummy, and so you can watch it fly across the face of the earth into that chipper.
And that chipper never slows down.
Oh, no. You got 200 horsepower of diesel power in there. You ain't slowing it down. That'll grind you up so fast. You're nice and soft. That thing will gobble you up. Shit.
Yep.
Actually, it was 2 years ago in a neighboring town, Collinsville. That's about 15 minutes away. There was a tree crew. This one worker was feeding stuff into a chipper, and something on him got caught as whatever was getting feeded in got fed in, and he went in with it head first, and he died from that. I wouldn't have wanted to been a damage recovery on that scene because that boy's head went into that chipper. And I
tell you something else that's pretty dangerous.
Good night,
Ricky. Hi, Ricky. Have a good night.
Good night, Ricky. Yeah. He disappears when I went in there and start cooking lasagna.
I'll share some lasagna with
you.
You
scared
some lasagna for dinner, Matt. It'll be good.
Well, I said, you know, August has two prices, one with the crane and one without it. If you got to use the crane, that price goes up because you got to climb. They got to cut it. Boom. Crane got to do his thing. Boom.
And, you know, the fact that his freaking crane's a $500,000 piece of equipment, too.
Yeah.
It costs money to run it. It costs money to train people to run it. So, the price goes through the roof.
Yeah, so my buddy he climbs the trees.
Yeah, they're climbers. We got a good climber on here. He's part of Bluegrass Tree Service near, and this dude's old, but I'll tell you what, he is built like iron. His name's Greg, and I'll tell you what, that boy puts his gas on and his T-shirt and jeans and puts his flip line on and his belt. That boy climbs up anything, and he goes up there with his saw. He just tears them apart.
Fast.
Yeah, he don't mess around. He gets up there. He's so used. He's more comfortable in a tree than driving his car, he said, because that's where he's at home. So, that's all for you, brother. I got climbing gear too, but that's mainly I got full set of climbing gear too and flip line stuff, but I'm not going, 80, 90 feet in the air and topping trees and doing I'm not doing that. If I'm doing a trimming job and I got to get up 10 to 15 feet, yeah, I can put gaffs on and go up there and deal with that, you know, rig that out or whatever. That's about it.
There's a couple guys down here that they have a tree service. These guys will literally go from one tree to the other one.
Oh yeah.
with ropes.
Yeah.
And these guys, there's about four brothers that's in the business, and they could take a tree down in less than 20 minutes. It would take somebody else half the day to take it down.
Yep.
And they
Oh
go,
yeah,
boom,
that's
boom,
experience.
boom, boom, gone.
That's experience. For
I
you.
got a buddy that was worked for a tree company cutting in Hollywood, and he says that the stuff that went on there is crazy.
Oh yeah.
They worked at they were cutting in Rip Taylor's yard, you know, doing all the trees.
Right.
And he come out and he offered the guys an extra $20 an hour if they would work with their shirts off.
Oh my God. See, that's a safety thing too. I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the stuff that they did, you know, because he says they would start in the front and they wouldn't touch the ground until they were in the back, because they went from tree to tree to tree. That's just what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he said the worst place they ever cut was in the Mentoliptus forest. As soon as the saw hit the tree, it says your nose never stopped running.
Yeah.
It
What
was
a mess.
running.
You almost got to mask up for that underneath, you know, the helmet, face shield type stuff. Otherwise, you're done.
He says
and in your eyes, and
as soon as you hit that.
And the thing is, some of that sawdust is powder. Depending on the condition of that tree, it just powders and you get particles everywhere, and you get that in your sinuses, your eyes. I can tell you firsthand about that. Most of my tree work, I usually forget to put a mask on to keep the sawdust out of my sinuses, and I'll tell you what, I am plugged up and blowing out wood chips for days.
I
hate it.
My sinus goes to shit.
He had to, or actually, he was in the hospital for a year. He rode a tree down.
Yeah. Damn.
He was topping it off, and it blew out.
Yep.
And he went over, you know, because it did the sway and it went snap, and he rode it down. And it crushed him. He was in the hospital for a year.
So it came back at him and crushed him on the way down. Oh,
on the way down, yes.
Yep.
Okay, now see, so here's the thing. So if we're looking at industry, so when you become a certified arborist, like state certified, like the real deal, not just experience and going into it, but certified arborists, tree care workers, you got to take emergency medicine above ground classes. You got to take all sorts of medical classes. How do you rescue somebody from a chainsaw accident, you know, 75 feet up in a tree? How do you safely get them down? How do you rig that person to get them down? How can you stop the bleeding until they get to the hospital? You know, there's all sorts of medical classes and survival classes for injury in tree and all sorts of stuff. Crisis situation training. It's nuts.
Well, see,
there's bucket truck survival. If something fails or someone gets hurt in a bucket truck, how do you get up and say? I mean, there's all sorts of stuff.
Dougie's one out.
When I must have been about 19, something like that, or 20. I was on a seismic crew, testing for gas and oil and stuff.
Yes.
We had when we signed up, we had to have 40 hours of training on safetiness because we're working with dynamite.
Explosives. You lose your life to that stuff real quick.
Because you know, the biggest thing is you couldn't have the caps and the charges in the same, like, 50 feet or something like that. Everybody had to be staying away. And then when you started loading, all radios went off, completely off.
100% focus.
The frequency could set one of them charges off, which would kill you. Or not the charges, but the cap. They'd kill you.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's crazy.
There goes the neighborhood.
I knew I was in for a world of shit when I had to fill out a will.
Oh, for real. Yeah, some of those.
Hired.
You look at them tower workers that work on cell phone towers and stuff, it's the same thing with them. You mess up once, you're dead. You ain't going up with a parachute. You got a bag of tools and your boots, and a flip line and a belt. That's it.
Yep.
You mess
I
up,
have I have a cousin that's in Washington right now. He's an electrical engineer. He's the guy that goes out and troubleshoots.
Hmm.
And all it takes is one thing wrong, and he grabs that doorknob, and he's done.
So how much is he getting paid? 80, 90,000 a year, or between 70 and 90,000 a year? Oh, he's getting more. Okay, because I know. So for entry level positions and tower crews that go up and change bulbs and stuff on the cell phone towers, I know they usually, at least around here, they're starting at about 65, 70,000 a year.
Well, he might
Yep.
have started at that, but he's been on a job for 30 years.
Oh well, yeah. So with experience and time and stuff, yeah, he could basically be an instructor by now. So yeah, so that's definitely into the six figures for sure. So
Yes.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
just like them.
Well,
It's just
He's
It's
got
just like
a couple more years, and he'll be retired a millionaire.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
yeah, it's just like them guys that go out there and have to put insulators on them damn 500,000 volt lines.
Yeah,
They
lineman.
they had to fly. They own a helicopter, and they had to charge their system. They had to charge themselves and that damn helicopter, and they had to wear a special suit.
Yes.
They're like,
Yes.
yeah.
A grounding suit. I've seen that. So Robert, I actually seen someone doing that. So here in town, I was cutting a property, and I'm like, what the hell is that noise? I look up, and there's this dude suspended. He's rappelled off a helicopter, and he's doing work on the lines. And I'm like, whoa, dude, that's awesome. And then he gets all done. The helicopter flies him right off into the distance. He's just hanging there having a ride of his freaking life. I was like, man, that'd be fun to do.
What kind of skill it takes for that person to hold that freaking helicopter?
Yeah,
Yep.
the pilot. You mean you're looking at weather, biometric pressure, all other sorts, humidity levels, everything to pilot that thing and keep it steady. You drag that dude into that line real hard.
Them boys are working. Yeah, you got to have major experience for all that stuff.
Half of them are retired military pilots anyway. Most of
Yeah,
them.
they
So,
are.
they've been in the worst situations already. So.
Oh yeah, because I was watching one of the videos, and they said, yeah, there was somebody in that crew on another helicopter. Damn helicopter hit the damn line, and oops, well,
yeah, bad.
Yep.
I don't know how much my cousin's making right now, but about 20 years ago, he was pulling $3,000 home a week, take home.
Yeah.
And that was about
easy.
20 years ago, so I have no idea.
I tell you what, 20 years ago, that was a lot of money. 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a crap ton of money 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, it was all overtime because he was in overtime on Wednesday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that
It's
guy,
time and a half or double time past that.
Yeah.
Depending. Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, and there was that guy over in England, Fred something. He would climb a chimney, and he was climbing this one chimney, and he was having to put the ladders on the chimney and stuff. I said, "Good God Almighty, this one chimney, the thing was totally square, and then it went out like this,
Oh,
then
flared
went up."
out. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm like, God Almighty, and he would take a chimney. He bust out a whole bunch of the brick on the bottom, put a bunch of wood under it, tires or whatever, light it on fire, let that burn, boom, there go the chimney.
Yeah, make it brittle. Let it crumble under its own weight. Oh.
Yep.
So Robert, how you been, Robert? I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. It's been a little while. You been all right?
Well, yeah, I got my John Deere LT
Good night, Ricky
130 back. Yeah, I got it back.
Good.
They had to put a special carburetor on it because it being mechanical
Right.
pump. That carburetor was $213 and some change, just for the carburetor.
And just
They had the wrong.
carb. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, it was a Kohler engine, but it had to have a special carburetor, and he had another drive bar on it. But like I said,
Rusty, go.
I did a 2-part video on the changing of the blades on that thing. That first part went long because I run into a problem, so I had to stop, regroup, start it all over again. But like I said, that lawnmower ready to go. I just gotta fix the damn left side front piece where the hood goes.
Yep.
I get all that fixed, and I got to order the hood. But I found some eBay because it's really 3 pieces. So 2 of the pieces gonna be about $300, and it's about $42 for the drill. Whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
Bulldog.
But when you say John Deere, you say, "Oh, my wallet's gonna hurt." But hey,
Said that right.
Yeah, John Deere, they're proud of their stuff.
I'll tell you something. There's some other ones like that too.
Yep. Nah. Yeah, I had to go install another light fixture at that lady's house I did that stain job for, and I'm like, I'm up on that little 2-step ladder, feeling fine. All of a sudden, next thing I know, I can feel myself falling. I'm like,
oh man.
Oh shit.
I'm falling, Mama. I'm falling.
Justin,
I'm falling
had
hard.
an
I'm
Amish
falling on.
Guy driver for an Amish tree crew. A tree fell on him. Bah.
Ooh,
Paralyzed.
that ain't good.
Yeah.
Amish. Boy, there's all kinds of Amish around here.
Now,
I seen that. Justin said that. Man, the human body's one of the toughest things, but it's also one of the most fragile.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, man, your whole life can change in a split second when you're in tree care. I mean, it's just,
no matter
tree
what.
care is the most dangerous job listed.
It is. It's dangerous. You better know what you're freaking
most
doing before you get
dangerous
into that. When you get your butt up in the tree and you don't know what you're doing, man, your chance of death rises real quick.
Even with excavating and stuff, with doing mostly clearing, when you're dropping trees and stuff, that's one of the most dangerous part.
Well, if it comes back down on you for whatever reason, I mean, it's bust up in half up top. You have a big ass piece come down and spears to the top of the cab of that excavator, and guess what? You become freaking dinner for something.
So we had fun with the big
Pine trees are the worst.
And the excavator, we'd reach up as far as the excavator would go, get the tree down, and just smash it down.
That's right.
That was so much fun doing that.
No, but like fallen trees, I ain't got no problem falling trees. If you got a big old, 25,000, 30,000 pound strap hooked up to a dozer, and they're about 50 feet out, and they're tied into that thing 50, 100 feet out, you can cut that tree up nice and safe, throw a wedge in the back just to get it leaning, and then you tell that excavator to go, and you can leave plenty of hinge wood, and that joker is so solid going down, it's no problem at all. You can even almost pull it from an angle and just get it moving, and it's good. Yep. But man, when you're free soloing that stuff,
if you got an excavator big enough and you put that straight out and just start tracking forward, shit's moving.
That tree is not going to pull that dozer on them tracks. It's not going to happen. It ain't going to lift it up or nothing. We ain't got trees big. We got a lot of big maples, but they're not heavy enough to pick up the ass end of a dozer. You hook onto a dozer, and that dozer puts good tension on it, and that's it. You just cut it up, step away, and give them a signal, and they just pull forward, and down it goes. No problem at all. No problem at all.
A dozer can pull a stump out or remove a stump bigger than the freaking dozer itself.
So much torque. I mean, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous amount of power.
I'll tell you what, when I lived out in the country, they had a box elder. It was like about 5 of them all grew in together. So that stump was 6 foot across because there was so many of them. Yeah. My wife's uncle come over there. He worked it a little bit for a while. Then he got the stump out. And he pushed it all the way in the back corner.
Yep.
That thing was 4 foot in the ground. The stump was.
Well, that's the thing is that taproot coming off the direct center of that stump deep into the ground. That's the anchor to everything.
Yeah, it is.
Man, I'll tell you a little secret about that stuff too. Those root, if you could get a good bite hoe to it, you take it and you twist that stump. You twist it by pushing to the side of it. You can catch it right. You'll break that taproot. It'll rip it right on out of there.
Yeah, if you got enough power and enough traction, you can grab a hold of that stump and you can rotate that joker until it breaks off. It's no different than twisting a piece of aluminum until it snaps off. Unless that tree is super, super green and that's rubbery, then...
Or the ground's so damn saturated you can't even get no traction.
Yeah, well, Matt, it's like in that one video, Matt, the ground was thawing out and it's all that clay. That clay was wet, and that dozer's heavy. But it was still struggling with traction trying to get that stump, that big old stump. That maple was 4.5 feet across that stump.
You get a big excavator with a thumb on it, You
Yeah.
pull it up tight, you can
Yeah.
sit there and rock that thing out until it comes out.
Yep.
Mhm.
But there's still some out there that's going to hang on for dear life, and it's
Oh,
going
they
to take
will
a
too.
fight.
They're strong.
Yeah,
Yep.
That much
Yeah.
weight don't hold up in the wind without any help.
yeah.
Them
I'll
roots
tell
ain't
you
no
what I
joke.
did one time. I pulled a big old stump out with a 310A John Deere backhoe. Guy said, "How in the hell are you gonna get it out of there?" I said, "Just watch me." I set the
Yep.
outrigger on that thing, and I took that damn thing and I drug it. It was a big old damn. It was almost as big as the daggone backhoe is. I drug that stump out of that hole, and there you go. How you gonna get it up here? Just watch.
I'm watching.
Yep.
I just got a spoon and I just kept pulling it until I was pulling it up there.
Yep.
Man. Well, that's what that's a loader with a backhoe attachment on it, isn't it, Matt? The 310A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
You
own
actually got the stabilizers that come out in the back on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That backhoe there was belonged to a friend of mine. I had a
It's
I had a 310B at one time. 310B, then I sold it, and I bought a 310D.
Yeah, we had Caterpillar 416s
Oh.
with the extender hole. The extender hole, so you put it out there even farther.
Extendo.
Oh man, that was nice. Because you'd be digging it, and all of a sudden it's too far away, so you just push the pedal, and out she goes.
You know, the 310D that I had a extender hoe on it and also a 401 bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had when that worked for the excavating company. It was all kinds of stuff that we had lots of fun with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't care how long you worked; it was still lots of fun.
Oh,
Playing in a big old freaking sandbox.
nah. And what I have seen bulldozers that had this damn hook on the back.
Oh yeah,
They just,
the
yeah.
rubber hook.
Yep. Yep.
Like a trenching
I'll have
hook
to-
almost.
Yep.
This summer, I'll have to see if I get closer to one of them D10s with the ripper on it in the limestone
That's
quarries.
a bad mama.
Oh
So
yes,
when I go to the shop tomorrow, I'm going to take a picture of myself next to the stump of that tree that almost wiped me out. If I wasn't quick to react, I'm going to take a picture next to that stump. I'm going to stand next to it. I'm 5'10", 5'11" ish. I'm going to stand next to it, and it's freaking massive. That stump is big. Let's put it this way: got a 32-inch bar. It did not go through to the other side.
Yeah, that's freaking massive.
Big tree. Big tree. Had to cut from the other side, and it's
I'm gonna have to go up in through the woods, see if I can still find. No, that's got to be down by now. I was deer hunting, and there was virgin forest part. It's like in the middle of freaking nowheres. I ran across a poplar tree that was 3 foot across,
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
and we never see them around here because everything's been logged off. But that was just in the spot that was way up there. It's like, damn, that's the biggest one I ever saw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I love
But it was
timber. I
virgin
love trees.
forest.
I hate freaking mowing under trees and getting limbs in the face. I hate it. I want to chop every one of them suckers down. But I'll tell you what, I do appreciate the forest. I do appreciate the big, beautiful trees. I do love my trees, but I also love cutting them down too. You know?
Yep.
I do appreciate.
You're nothing worse than catch that freaking branch right here. Because I wear a boonie in the summertime. So I got my head down. I'm looking. I can't see anything above here. And I catch that freaking thing.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that leaves a mark there for
It does. It does. Get a
No.
freaking goose egg on the forehead.
So many freaking times. I couldn't tell you how many times I've caught a freaking branch in the forehead.
Yep, I have.
No,
I
was
caught an Eve once at a full. We were trying to outrun the storm or outrun the rain.
Yeah.
So I had my weed whacker full throttle and I'm running. I caught a freaking Eve. It come down. It dropped me to my knees. I was seeing freaking stars.
Oh yeah. You'll feel it all the way in the back of your throat, right down here, and everything.
Yeah.
It hurts.
I was very close to being knocked out. Very.
Yeah,
close.
you got to sit down for a minute and recover from that. That's man.
I had a headache for a while on that one.
I'm sure you did. That rocked your freaking world with that.
Oh, big time. I never hit something so hard in my life as that. I hit that.
Oh man. I've been hitting the head like that before. I can feel it right now. I can feel that whole feeling you get right down here, that weird feeling, and up through the nose, and then right up in here. It's just,
yeah, that's what it
it's
is.
just like,
Yeah, you
Nah.
got.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
just-
on my knees.
Yeah,
There
it'll
was no way I was
disorient you
standing
real
up.
quick. You can't drive after that or nothing. You really have to sit down for 5-10 minutes and recover from that.
Yeah, I was on my knees. I was on my hands and knees.
Nah.
Yeah, so Justin, so what Justin just said, lemon trees at new clients. The problem is a lot of the ones that I deal with are little landscaping trees, and to limb them, you're all the way at the top. So it's like, man, I just gotta deal with this crap. It sucks. It's like,
Nah.
most clients, I can usually book a cheaper tree trimming while I'm there. I can cut them a little bit of a deal just so I don't have to deal with it. I'll cut prices on trimming to save me trouble of, the situation.
Nah.
Special message effecto.
No, and what it? They got that machine. Oh, I want this tree here put over there. But yeah, that's gonna cost you.
You get those branches at eye level, really drives you nuts.
Well, Jim, you were talking
some
about
of those people want you to do it for free.
So, Jim, I think you were talking about a property last year, something about a bunch of trees. You had the Z trimmer out trying to get around them. And I kept trying to say, it's like, man, see if you can book them on trimming them suckers up so you ain't got to deal with it. And you said they were like, they're not going to pay it. They're too cheap and this and that. I was like, man.
They want you to do it for free.
See, I won't do it for free. So here's how I am. When it comes to a situation where this branch is freaking annoying, if it's one or two branches, I'll tell you what, I'll get permission from the people and I'll chop them suckers off and throw them in the truck. I don't freaking care. I want them out of my way to make it faster mowing so I'm not, doing this matter or this type of thing. I hate that. So it really depends. If it's a whole bunch of trees, then I'll tell you what, it's like, you know what? I'm honest with them. I'm like, I hate dodging these branches. I can't freaking stand it.
Yep.
I will cut you an unbeatable deal to just get those cut off, and I will cut a discount in those circumstances. If they call me to trim trees for whatever reason, that's different. But for my sake, I'll cut them a deal. I don't care.
Nah. Yeah.
And so, Matt, you've been playing your guitar. You said you played music not too long ago, yes?
Yeah, I played a little bit Tuesday night.
Tuesday, okay.
Yeah.
Are you still playing twice a week, or is it once a week?
Once a week.
Okay, I didn't know if you were doing twice a week now, or if it was just once a week.
No, we were planning about playing on Saturday night, but that over there didn't work out like we planned, and we said, go with it.
Man, I bet, man, Saturday night will bring a good crowd because it's the weekend. People in there getting liquored up or whatever, play some good music, and that's it. Man. Matt, I wish you weren't like 850 miles south of me so I could drive down and we could all play a gig.
Yeah.
850.
Oh, did you start driving?
That's a long drive. I mean, I could do it.
It is
I
a
could
long
do it.
drive.
I could do that in a day. That's about 12 and a half, 13 hours solid drive. That's a lot of driving with fuel prices. Oh my God.
Hell, I hope one day the fuel prices go down.
Well, if they, you know what, Matt, if they ever went down and I had enough money saved up, I'd drive down and see you. As long as you provide me a place to sleep at night, I'll provide. If you provide me a place to sleep, I'll provide you with a hot meal. How about that?
Hell, sit in the damn chair over there.
Now, it'd be fun to play a gig with you guys. Come down for 4 or 5 days or whatever, and play play some music and have fun and maybe record some stuff or whatever. Check out the John Deeres and all that and drive them around. Yeah.
Might put your ass on one of them.
Yeah, there we go. Because I'm not familiar with zero turns. You have to give me a lesson.
Oh, I can see the Z trimmers. He is skiing around.
I'm not familiar with zero turns. I run standards. I first learned on a standard, and it's all I've ever run. I've never sat down on a ZTR.
The thing is, you know how you push the lever, when you push the lever forward, go forward, and you pull it back, go backwards.
That's the same motion.
Freaking thing, but you do like this.
That's right.
It's so different because I'm used to standing up, and everything is right here. Okay,
Right.
I can do everything right here. On a zero
simple.
turn, you actually have to use your arms.
Yep.
That's where I'd have to relearn it,
Let me
is
put it
using
simple.
your arms to, do that.
Well, you
gotta use
your arms get a workout too.
Yeah. Because like on the standards, I put my hands on the bars and I'm good to go. I'm right here with my thumbs, and then I switch and I reach forward, and it's right there. That's it.
Yeah.
But with a zero turn, you're doing.
Yeah, and there's resistance on them too. There's shocks on them.
Yes.
My nephew,
On the Cub Cadet, you turn steering wheel.
Yeah. You got a steering wheel on yours.
He couldn't even operate the dang thing because he kept jerking. back and forth like that.
Yeah, see, that's just an idiot driving. I don't do that.
And I said, dumbass. I said, you can't even push a damn grocery cart. Oh,
So here's, so there's a lot of there's lots of new flash in the pan companies, and every time I post ads for lawn service, I'll get 1 or 2 messages. Hey man, do you have any tips for this, that? And I have no problem sharing the knowledge. Okay.
Right.
well,
Yeah.
I have no problem sharing the knowledge. So I'd be like, you know what? And I've had some people ask me like, how do you get in the groove of driving these zero turn stuff? And it's like, well, here's the thing. It's the exact same motion and pressure in your hands that you use to drive to steer and drive a shopping cart. Okay.
Mhm.
Your left hand pushes more than the right when you want to go
what
right.
I told you, that's
Your
what I
right
told you.
hand pushes more than the left when you go left. It's the same as driving a shopping cart,
Yeah.
except you
Yeah.
have,
That's
25,
right.
30 horsepower
Oh,
behind.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
the same thing. It's a shopping cart.
Well,
Pretend
see,
it's
a
a big
buddy
old
of
shopping
mine-
cart.
I got my nephew on it, and I put the throttle about quarter ways where
Yeah.
he won't be. And then I just had told him I had to get his ass off of it.
Yeah.
I had to take it away from him.
So I mean, I got the I can obviously I'm used to these machines. I could use them and that, but throwing a straight stripe with them, yeah, forget it.
Yeah,
Forget it. I can operate them, but getting a laser straight stripe with a ZTR right off the bat, that ain't gonna freaking happen. I need a good 30 days to really
Well, that's
practice
easy.
that.
No, you'd be surprised how fast you can
Let's
put them
say
out there.
this: I've done
Really?
it so damn
Yeah.
much. I run that ZTR just it's just like second nature to me.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's how standards are to me, because I know standards they're a whole different feel than a sit down.
But see,
And
the
some
other
people
thing you
say
gotta
it's
think
more
about-
I'll tell you
difficult to
what.
stripe on a standard than it is a sit down, because there's
I
more.
can-
It's more finicky, and the movements are so much more.
And
I'll
here's
tell
the
you
other
one
no,
thing: my 950R is a hell of a lot sensitive than my 930 is.
Yeah, you got bigger hydros on it, more torque.
Yeah, the controls on the 930 are a lot more. Let's say it's a lot newer and they're tighter.
Yeah, for real, Justin.
But the 950 has got about 2,000 hours on it. She's got a little play in it, but I tell you what, she'll definitely cut some grass.
Yeah.
the problem you would have is you can't see the deck. On a standard, you could see the deck.
So out of my peripheral, I always have the deck and the front casters in my peripheral, even if I'm looking dead straight. It's always in my peripheral, so I can see and I can judge trees a lot better. And I'm not doing, I'm not doing one of those ones. You know what I mean?
On my 930, when I'm looking straight down like that. If it's tall grass, I'm looking at the edge of that deck and that caster on this side, and I'm just constantly back and forth watching ahead of me. And my visibility on mine's pretty good.
So the biggest struggle I would have as far as throwing really good stripes with the sit down is the fact that the edge of the deck is not in my peripheral, like Mark just said, because you want blade tip to blade tip. You're looking at maybe 1 inch to 2 inches of hangover to throw your really good stripes. That we all know that.
Right.
The problem is, until it becomes intuitive and muscle memory of where that deck is.
I've done it so dang much, it's just second nature to me.
Yeah, see, Matt, you do it no problem. Jim, you could because you got experience. Mark, I don't know if you run ZTRs or...
He does. Yep.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, you guys that have it in the pan, you'd be looking at me like, man, look at this joker.
Here's the fun part. Most of the time, I'm mowing the grass with one hand because there's a GoPro
Me
on
like
the other
this.
one.
I'm like this. I'm like that. When my,
and you just rotate the wrist to make your fine movements with it. Yeah.
And
I do it on the standards too.
Blocker
I just do
mowers
like
are the
this.
same way, yeah.
I do like that and like that. I'll be like
So
that.
basically what I do is I'll put one lever right here on the meat of the thumb right here, and that actuation of the thumb will turn the left or the right lever, and then the rest of the hand just torquing that just like that using the pinky muscle. This fleshy part over here, that'll control the left side. So if I'm sitting there running a big parking lot, I'll put the blower on and get on the mower. We know we all do that, right?
I'll be like this.
And I'll sit there and I'll work the pinky and the thumb mainly, and work the controls and sit there and with the blower. So
yeah, I'll be doing like that. Somebody say something, screw you.
Yeah.
See, my first commercial mower was one of them X marks, them old X marks. You adjusted the height of the deck by the freaking shims in the front wheel there.
Yes.
And then I
wow.
stood, and then I, it was belt driven,
Yep.
and I stood on a Toro True Turn. It bolted to
True
it, and they were
Turn.
independent.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And it didn't swivel. If I turned left, everything would swivel with it. It would stay solid. And that was the most comfortable thing that I've been on, better than any kind of Velky I was on. And that thing was wild. I would get at the end, I would have to jump off the mower and hit throttle. I was cutting in fifth gear all the time. And when I spun around, took off, I would like run 3 steps on it because I didn't want to pull freaking wheelies with it all the time.
Yeah. Wow.
And I would, how you're judging the distance there?
Yep.
I was going going between 2 cottonwood trees. And I had it was almost scraping on either side. Well, one winter, the trees grew a little bit. The first time I went through, that's where I stopped.
Snagged.
Run my nuts right into the frickin' bar.
Ooh, man.
That baby was in there. I had to get a couple shovels under the deck to pry it out of the trees.
Wow. Oh, so it embedded into the tree then.
Because the discharge side, that top lip cut right into the frickin' tree.
Wow. That's crazy.
Them cottonwoods, boy, I'm telling you, them don't move.
Oh, they sure don't. They don't move when vehicles hit them either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, do I have permission to post a link in your chat to the microphone that I'm using?
Well, whatever.
Okay, just want to ask first. Don't want to be spamming links without permission. So, okay. So if anybody's curious in the microphone that I use,
yeah, I would be curious. Because this is the microphone I'm using when it goes on my freaking shirt.
yeah, I don't know if it'll post. Let's see. Will it post
This
that link?
microphone
No,
I'm using, but I can't move it.
man, I need a short link. Hold on, let me find a short link. I gotta find a short link for this thing. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I run out of comment space. Well, you can only put 200 characters in, so to put a link up, it's kind of tough sometimes.
It's just starting to rain over here.
What is it that I use? I use free URL shortener.
That's what I need.
You got any rain over there, Justin? I got small drips around here. We're just dripping.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's see.
But they're saying rain all the way to noon tomorrow now.
Free URL shortener. That's what we need.
Yeah, because I use that for my Amazon store because Amazon got rid of their shortening thing and the quick links. So
yep, unless you're an affiliate, then you get that option.
No, they took that away.
Did they really?
Yeah, I'm an affiliate. Yeah, I've been an affiliate for 3 years. Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
They
I
don't
tried the
have the
whole
quick
Amazon
links.
affiliate thing and I failed miserably. So.
Yeah, because the link now is just to my Amazon store. That's all it's there now. They're simplifying all that stuff. But I'm having problems with Amazon as a seller because of my freaking liability insurance, and Amazon keeps changing shit.
Yeah. Okay, I put that link in the chat there for everybody. That's the exact mic that I have that I'm using, and it's you guys can tell it's pretty good quality. So
yeah, it is very good quality.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not super crazy expensive.
$269.
It's got a warmer tone to it. It does run on 48-volt phantom power, so make sure you got a phantom power capable device you're plugging it into, sound card, mixer, whatever. It does sound good.
That's a little pricey.
Yeah, it's a little bit up there, but man, it's so good. It's a beautiful vocal microphone. It's great for
sounds
podcasting.
good.
It sounds good.
When did you get that?
I got that this past winter because I got here we go. Here's what I was using: a $4 Radio Shack microphone right here.
Yeah.
On sale, on clearance before the store closed down. This is what I was using. You guys remember that? Talking into that robot penis all the time, all night long.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got to be done with that. We need some better audio quality. So
That's what we got.
Look at those storms.
Look at down in Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky's getting nailed.
Yeah.
You look over towards me, St. Louis area.
Yeah.
Down there, off to the left.
Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's coming.
Yep.
It kind of looks like I might be getting a hole right there, but
I am about sick and tired of fucking rain.
A lot of it to go around, I'll tell you that.
Yep.
Rain tomorrow. Rain's coming in tonight, late.
Man.
Yeah, you got. Well, Justin says not yet. I asked him if he's getting rain or not, but he says we're never going to get the mow. Well, I mowed today, but I got 8 in. But I wish I could have got 2 more in.
Today.
I wish I could have got 2 more in, but nobody wanted to come out and do any helping. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be sometime before I buy a mic, but because someone had a budget for Harley parts and might have gone over that budget.
Oh,
Computer, bridge.
Then I got a budget for my boat parts too.
Okay, so this is me using the $4 Radio Shack mic. This is what I was using for a long time. Okay, let's see. We probably turn the gain up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, this is what I was using for a long time. Okay, so we'll mute this.
Bad sounding though.
And now we'll go back to the Lewitt mic that I posted a link of. It's way better audio quality. So we'll go back right now to the $4 Radio Shack mic, which I was using. This one here. I had a little, I had the foam sock over the top of it to prevent the breath noise, I guess you call it. But yeah, the pop filter. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But this is the one I was using for a long time, and it doesn't sound bad, but it just sounds like it's muddy. It sounds really muddy. And then we go back to the Lewitt microphone.
And the clarity is so much different. It's got the broadcaster type feel to it. You know
more,
what I mean?
Got more
and that's
highs
this one.
My highs and lows.
Yeah,
the highs are nice and crispy. They're not overbearing. It's really warm sounding. It's got really good lows depending on how you EQ it.
That's where my Shure 58 mic is.
And the thing is, I can even bump up. I can bump up the low frequency and really get a lot of depth in the low end. I don't know if you noticed it, and you can really get that radio style announcer type sound out of it. It's got wonderful bass pickup. It's got really good bass pickup. I just keep it in 12 o'clock position, EQ on that, but it's good. You can put guitars over it, vocals, anything. It's absolutely striking microphone, but it is 48 volt phantom power. That's the only thing. You have to have a 48 volt phantom power device to plug it into to give power to this thing. This piece of crap.
Both of my mixers have that built into it.
Yeah, I mean the $4 Radio Shack one, you just plug it into your XLR port, you hit the on switch, and you just start talking into it, and then you're Britney Spears instantly. So that's all there is to it. So
you got the long hair for it.
And the thing is I got stereo out, so how I hear it through headphones, you guys hear it. So it's all the same. So we're hearing it all the same. It just it's not as clear. The clarity isn't there. It's kind of muddy. I mean, and then when you talk, when this is retail, it was probably around $30. This microphone at Radio Shack, okay, about $30. So you spend some more money, you save up some money and buy a better mic.
And it makes absolutely a world of difference to your voice and everything, and it just sounds so much better. So spend a little bit. You can spend a couple $100 like on this mic and have something that's as fabulous for just about anything, especially for podcasting, live streams, anything. It's great. I am not an Amazon affiliate. I am not sponsored by this company. I paid my own money for it. I got a receipt.
Yeah, but it sounds
good.
It sounds good though.
Yeah, it does sound good. I'm really happy with it. Really happy with it.
It sounds good.
It almost sounds a little too good because if I'm trying to eat in the background and I forget to mute this thing, you guys hear it all.
Hey. Nice going.
If I had dogs, they'd be rifling through right now.
This little mic right here, this little leveler mic,
lapel mic, yeah,
it picks up so much crap in the background. I always got to pay attention to what's going on. It doesn't sound the best, but it picks everything.
How's this mic
it's got real sensitive
sound?
pickups. You got that running through the mixer?
No. I actually got a little thing here.
I was about to say, if that's the one you're running through, it doesn't. Let's see. See if you can get that mic working you got on that stand there, Matt. Or to run it through the computer so we can hear it.
Talk about that one?
Mm-hmm.
That's active. Should be active. If it ain't.
That wasn't very loud when you were tapping on it, and we should have been hearing it real loud. Because if I tap on this, you know it.
Yeah, I got it turned down some.
But the pickup, so I mean the pickup's on this. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but this is 50 BMG right here. We can shake it. Can you hear the powder? Because it's pick it up.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah.
Hey, Mark, trucking down under.
Trucking down under. How's it going? Rough looking crew on here today. I feel rough. I look rough. And it's all accurate. It is rough.
It is rough.
I got the skeletons. I got some skeletons joining me tonight. I got a lot of work to do tomorrow. I got 11 properties tomorrow. Robert dropped off, but have a good night, Robert, if you're still kind of hanging in there, if you're going to bed or whatever.
Good night,
Robert. I got a lot of properties tomorrow, working hard, trying to make that money, fighting the freaking rain. I don't know how Jim's doing it. He's got to be pissed as all hell because of the rain, because he hadn't even gotten out to fire the lawnmowers up hardly, except, one day? First day of work this year was what, today?
Today.
Well,
wow. Man, that's so crazy.
Yeah, I worked a little bit today.
Yeah, Matt, you've been on the mowers for a little while. You're on the mowers before any of us.
Check the temperatures out.
38 degrees on Monday. Oh, man. 43 on Tuesday.
So that's fine. That's like
damn.
When I called y'all last week, it was what, 40 degrees? So
yeah.
I just cranked it up a little bit more.
So in that video I showed you guys of me cutting that tree down and the other tree, when I showed the clip earlier, it was 28 degrees outside, and I was right at home.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So Mark, I don't know if you know, I lived in Alaska for 17 years. I grew up there. Senior was in the military. It was either Japan or Scott Air Force Base in Alaska. So we chose Alaska. So I grew up in English schools, whatever. So from 3 years old up until I was 20. I grew up there. That's all I know. So the cold is just fine to me.
That darkness for so long.
So the darkness. So we were in a town called Eagle River. You got Anchorage. You have Eagle River. Then you have Chugiak. Eagle River's in the middle of both of them. So Anchorage is about 25-mile drive one direction. Chugiak was about 15, 20 miles the other direction. We were right in the middle of the little town. Our shortest day of the year where we were at was 4.5 hours of daylight.
Wow.
That was our shortest day of the year. So I would go to school at 7 o'clock in the morning, and we'd have 6 hours of school. We get out at 3:30, 6.5 hours. I'd go to school in the dark, and I would get home in the dark. Street lights would be on in the wintertime. So I never got to enjoy any sunlight to play outside. It was wake up, school, then back home and inside or whatever, unless we're, snow blowing the driveway.
Yeah, that's what I said. How did you deal with that darkness?
Well, that's all I knew. That's all I grew up with. So that was just normal to me. So for me, that's just all I knew. So that was no problem. And now I got blackout curtains on every freaking window. Yeah. at least where I'm sleeping, I got blackout curtains.
I grew up here.
Damn.
But every spring we go through this where we don't see. Actually, we go through this every year because about middle of first week of December, we stop seeing the sun until May.
Yeah.
We don't get no sunshine.
Right.
And then there's it's about the second week of December. We'll have a whole week where the streetlights won't shut off because it's so dark here.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the cloud
cover overcast or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. The cloud cover is so dense it just stays dark.
That greenhouse effect is rocking.
Yep.
I get it. I grew up in that type of crap. Now summertimes are beautiful. Right. The longest day of the year, you're looking at around 23.5 hours of daylight. In July and stuff, the longest day of the year. So, and those statistics get more, or those times get more dramatic the farther north you go, getting closer to the equator and all that crap. So they extend. Matt, don't you even tell me you're going to bed. You haven't picked up the guitar yet.
I don't know.
You haven't picked up the guitar yet, Matt.
I don't know. All right, I cranked it up a little bit. How about now?
I was checking on my stats.
Oh, you got that other mic running?
That's it.
Okay, there we go. Now it's coming through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had it turned back.
Okay, yeah, now it's coming through. I heard that.
Yeah.
I got my gain set pretty high on this, so I turned my sends down a little bit because I don't want to overpower anybody.
I'm
So
eventually gonna hook the mixer up over here.
yeah, so I don't know how you guys are hearing me when other people are talking. And hopefully it's not overbearing and it's a
No, it's
clear
not.
signal, but not too crazy.
No, you're good.
So,
Your level's
okay.
about right.
Okay, good deal. So I only have, let's see, I'm only at about like 35-40% on gain on my sends on this because I got a mixer. All right, let me start. Hold on. So how I have my mic set up with everything, I have a mix minus setup with my mixer. So what that means is I got computer audio coming into the mixer and everything else coming in, and I have stereo auxiliary sends on the mixer. So my auxiliary output, which is stereo, goes into my mic input on the computer. So therefore I can turn my little knobs on my auxiliary sends on what audio I want to transfer to you guys. So I can keep the computer audio that I hear from you turned all the way down, and I can turn my microphone, Windows Media Player, whatever else, I can turn it up that you guys will hear. So I choose which audio I want you all to hear, and it's awesome. It's so convenient. You gotta play Wagon Wheel. You gotta get some Wagon Wheel, Matt.
Yeah, they're jamming.
Yeah. So Matt, I gotta teach you the keyboard fills to that because it's.
Slight little party.
Yeah, so on and so forth.
I usually do it a different way. I usually play it with C add 9 in it.
A C add 9? Where do you put the C add 9 in?
I substitute instead of just using the C, I just use the C add 9.
Wait a minute. You're capoed, but you're still in the original key.
Yeah.
So you're transposing the chords to match the original key while capoed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, you're capoed. So you're capoed on 2nd fret, which means that A would technically be. So I was about to say, if you're capoed, you should be playing that in B flat if you're playing your original chords, which would be. Instead of regular A, It'd be a half step up with a capo.
Sometimes play a dog.
Yeah, that's right. That
There you go.
guitar is perfectly in tune, Matt. That thing is bang on. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just substitute the C instead of like you see. I just use.
No, C add 9. So your C add 9 with the capo is my D major chord. So it'd be a D major add 9. So yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
D add 9. And then you gotta solo it out, Matt.
Yeah.
We gotta solo out the main chorus towards the end of it. Yeah. It's fun.
Should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. The Lord, I hope send down the thunder, Lord, but send down the rain. When you're planted like it should be, plan a good day for me.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
I changed it from the original key
Right?
to with a capo. Usually the original key is but Don Williams always played it with a capo on the 4th fret.
Yeah.
Or 5th fret.
Man.
See, it's capo on the 2nd fret is more in my voice range.
Right.
That's the reason why I do it in my voice range.
Yeah, buddy.
do it.
We all mess up.
Yeah. I can't do it now. I used to be able to do that.
Man.
I used to play that damn.
We all lose a little flair on the off days. It's okay. I sure do it too.
Can't do it now. I just do it the other way. And I can't do it now. I used to be able to play that song, no problem. Now I'm fucking up left and right. That's why. No wonder.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I just can't remember the. I usually just been a while since I played it.
Right. I haven't played hardly at all in a long time. Long time. It's been a minute. D minor, Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi.
I can't do it.
Have you heard Bon Jovi lately?
Lately, no.
Yeah, his voice is going bad.
Ooh.
Look how many years he's been doing it, though. I mean,
he's
that voice has paid many of his bills.
Yeah, they were the most touring band for a long time.
Oh.
You can tell he's been singing a long time.
My favorite song of Bon Jovi's is "This Is My Life," the acoustic version. Freaking love it. I love it.
Yeah, I know.
I can listen to that on repeat. Yeah. So Matt, the gambler. The gambler's in the guitar player's most favorite key of E flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
E
that
minor,
one right
A
there.
major, E major.
That song right there was can't remember the name of that damn song, but
Yeah, it's from Chris Isaac. It's from Chris Isaac. I'm
Yeah.
sure Mark knows it. Yeah, something like it's been a minute.
mm-hmm.
From what I, yeah. Yeah, that's going way back.
there's a bunch of stuff that I've been hearing lately, and it's like, oh man.
Well, then who was that? Who was that one band that played that? What was that?
Does that sound familiar? Came to that part of it was part of Magnolia.
Magnolia. I'm not familiar with that one. So I think it's Thunderstruck that I'm thinking of. That's the what is it?
Yeah, I right there.
Something like that. I think
Yeah.
it's Thunderstruck. AC/DC?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's yeah. Yeah, I was thrown up to that album one night.
Oh man, it was one of those nights. Yep. I bet it was a good freaking night and up until that
Oh,
moment.
it was,
too.
yeah.
That's
was.
right, buddy. That's right. Yeah.
Come
It was all
on.
good until it started turning greasy.
There was a lot of nights with AC/DC.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that night we started drinking in the parking lot of our high school. There was an 8-gallon keg in the back of in the truck, and we had to move it around.
Oh my god. That's awful.
Well,
I'm looking back at it now. It's like,
the stuff that we did. Oh my god.
yeah.
Canadian Mist and the Mountain Dew going to school.
Dude. Yeah.
All the freaking time.
It's like my mom, you know, she told me stories back in high school because she used to live down right now work because she grew up in this area. The freaking bus stop, the bench is still there that they used to gather at for school. She's like, you know what? When I was a kid in high school, long time ago, we used to go right behind that bench down in the drainage ditch. We'd light up a joint before school, pass it around our friends, and then get on the bus.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, yeah.
Yeah. You know what's real funny is because of the age I am, all the people that we went to school with, we had a small dam break, and it created a flood. Well, everybody goes to the Sandies and get some sandbags. The only people that knew it was the Sandies is the ones that drank there all the freaking time. It was behind the cemetery on the river.
Yeah.
All the time, they were freaking hammered.
Let the good times roll, though, right?
Hey.
Oh man, we have fun.
Wait.
One of the best times we had though was a place called Castle Farm. And the bands that played there. When you're watching White Snake and Vivian Campbell's up there playing lead. Oh come on!
That's it. Yeah.
Come on, the things we saw.
Oh yeah.
The things it's just that was the time. Alice Cooper played in our town.
Dude, Alice Cooper. Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Who else played in our? This is right in our freaking. Eddie Money was here. Eddie Money, we jumped the fence to get to that concert.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Blend in with the crowd.
Who else was here? There was Grand Funk Railroad was here. There was a bunch of other ones that were here. There was a lot of shit going on here.
Oh yeah. Fun times. I'll never forget them. That's it. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's making those Kodak moments that last forever.
Yeah, we had some good times.
Oh yeah.
Man, did we have fun.
You know what? That's what matters. We all do dangerous, stupid shit as a kid, but you know what? If you survive through it, you got stories and you got memories that can never be replaced.
Well, that's
I mean,
you know, everybody said, you know, that's it. You know, because there's limited parking on where you can park and all this going on. And you know, they say something. You know, kids will say something about this. That was my generation's fault.
Yeah.
There's a section of a park that they closed off because of us,
Man.
and it's still closed off to this day because it used to be a
That's
drive-through park. But
I was
took,
part of that.
this was going, you know, because remember the party in the woods. They kept shutting down his weekend parties. They kept shutting down. So we all gathered at a park. 8 cop cars pulled out. 8 cop cars. We were parked. It was wide on this side. It was wide on that side. The whole length of the park. You could barely stick a vehicle through there.
That's awesome.
Oh, we had a good time.
Oh yeah, that's what it's all
Where
about.
I lived on the water, and I was having to go on a away party because I was moving down to Detroit for a summer to work. And my brother-in-law was there, and he goes, "This party's gonna be freaking huge." Why? There's about 50 people here. It's only 9 o'clock. We estimated about 400 people in my yard. It took us 2 days.
Awesome.
To pick up all the empties. 2 days. Yeah.
Dude, that's so awesome though.
You want to hear the best part? For the first 4 hours, my mother was playing the cassettes for us.
See, that same song. I play the same way. There's several different ways to play that same song.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you change keys, you change the whole feel of the song. Like,
And also,
wagon wheel and F sharp, for example. I mean, Lord have mercy.
Let's see. Yeah.
How good it kept the
Yeah, F sharp.
Well, I can. Changing any key you want to.
I saw.
You
I
can
started,
figure. That's where you live.
that's the key of G. You're playing in G. Oh, E minor. Wait a minute. E minor, not E major. E minor.
That's the same key.
Yep.
That's the same key the ukulele is in.
Yep, in G. Yeah, it sounds good in G. See, I start
I
thinking
used
of F
to-
sharp minor. I start thinking of like 3 Days Grace and stuff like that. Like, what's that song?
Like that one song I was doing earlier.
You guys remind me of my neighborhood growing up. Someone's always
There you
picking
go.
strum on the guitar, practicing the band.
Oh yeah,
And
garage
my
band,
neighbor
left
across
and
the
right.
street was playing the national anthem, Jimi Hendrix style.
Dude, yeah, that's
man,
what's up.
good. Really,
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
it.
He's,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Man.
if the wind was blowing right on a Saturday night, you knew the hockey team was together. You could smell it. But you got to remember my neighborhood was full of Vietnam vets, and
Right.
yeah.
So,
I grew up around military people.
So, Mark, were you ever in the military? Did you serve?
No, my friends were, but I didn't.
So, you probably know the reference when I say it. But usually, whenever I see a Vietnam vet, I usually walk up and I'll say, "Welcome home." So, to people who don't know that backstory, when a lot of our service members got back from Vietnam, they were not welcomed back home because of the situation of the war. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So generally, if you see an older person, an older gentleman or whatever wearing a Vietnam veteran hat, the biggest compliment you can give that man is to walk up, shake his hand, and say, "Welcome home." That's all you have to say. That's literally it. They get it. Yeah, that was a bad time.
Yeah.
So you walk up to an older man wearing a Vietnam vet hat and you say, "Welcome home," and shake their hand.
I have a lot of friends that were in Vietnam. They're good guys. All of them are good guys.
Oh, of course, absolutely. Yeah. So all you got to do is say, "Welcome home," and that's it.
Yeah.
That literally. To those guys, to the Vietnam guys, that's all you got to say.
See, when I was a kid there, we hung out at my grandmother's house, and most all of them were all military that were there because of the Korean War.
Right.
So that was all their era. So, and just some of the stories that they told, it's like, oh my God. My uncle said he was standing there on a turret, and he watched the torpedo come right at him, hit the side of the ship, and never went off. Went off. It stuck in the side of the ship, and that was it.
Yeah, I tell you what, he probably had some dirty drawers after that.
Yeah, because he was. He's out there shooting planes down, and a torpedo comes in. Jets shot at him, and it talks about so many things that he was on the one boat that he was on. It sunk, so they had to get to wherever they're going. And he says the Japanese were running towards the boat as they're running away. I'm not exactly sure, but he said they ducked down there. The Japanese were within 5 feet of them when they let them by.
Unbelievable. Wow.
5 feet. He says there's no reason why. He says they can see them. And he says, we have no idea why they never saw us.
Wow.
Yeah. There was a lot of stories like that. I got, it's put away. I got a piece of shrapnel that went through the seat of my dad's Jeep as soon as he got out of the seat. He got out of the seat and shrapnel went right through it.
Unbelievable.
Well, he was in the Army recon, so in the Korean War, so.
Yeah. Wow. That was a rough time too.
Oh, and then before that, he was in World War II in the Coast Guard.
Yep.
So it was, he's seen a lot of time.
That's insane. My goodness. Wow.
Yeah, I heard a lot of stories. My one uncle showed up a day after Pearl Harbor.
Really?
On his boat. That's the one that got the torpedo coming in his boat there. He said the thing that he could never get out of his mind was the amount of fingers floating on the water.
Jeez.
Fingers.
Yeah.
That's what stuck out in his mind is all the fingers. Because that's what they were finding.
Yeah. That was insane.
Yeah, he said the cleanup was horrible.
I'm sure it was. Red water.
It was one of the things he don't wish anybody to live through.
I tell you what, that haunts them guys too. It don't matter
It
how
does,
old they
yeah.
are, how long ago it was. I'll tell you what, that bullshit still haunts them.
I got a buddy that's on it really bad. Yeah, he hasn't been sober in years. Never will be.
Well, that's a coping mechanism. I get it. I understand it. I understand that, 100%. You know, I get it. It's very unfortunate. And, you know, I've heard so many stories of the VA failing to help these people.
Oh yeah.
You know, when they're in need for, you know, mental health help or whatever else. You know, it's terrible. It's a really bad situation.
Yeah, yeah, we see it a lot in our town because you know it's a kind of a military town. There's a Air National Guard's base is what 7 minutes from my house,
Yeah.
or no, 17 minutes. Yeah,
Grandpa, kill me back to
Look at our Air Force Base. It's like 10 minutes down the road. Scott Air Force Base here where we're at. Oh, man. So there's a lot of military. Usually in the town closest to it, which is called Mascuda. I lived there for a while, almost a year. A lot of military. It's almost all military in that town. You get a little bit of military trickle through where I'm at here in this area, but
you see, we get military from all over the world here because it's a Air National Guard.
right.
So it's a training center. Our whole area is a training center. Our airport's a training center.
Wow. There you go.
So that they have because I worked out there for a long time on the base when they're putting the water main in and sewer main for all the new buildings going up and stuff. But they got all kinds of areas. They have a simulated runway set up with holes cut into it, and they got to practice filling it in for planes to land. And then they have one area for firefighters, one area for the jet mechanics. I mean, there's just areas everywhere. What's really cool is when you got them C-10s all lined up.
Oh, yeah.
Them are so freaking cool. They were just here. There was 4 of them here just last week. It's real fun. I can't wait till I can't wait. Midsummer they have Operation Northern Strike, and that's when I start seeing the warthogs flying around. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
seeing them things.
Well, they were talking about decommissioning the warthogs for a while.
Them things.
It's like, man,
them
that's a weapon with an aircraft built around it.
Them are just awesome. I love watching them things.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Yeah. So when they're going to be around, I'll be fishing at the end of the runway. Flying over my head, I want to get a whole bunch of video because I can't go on the other side because the sign's posted no photographs of military equipment.
Right.
So I got a few things I want to do this summer. I'm going to take a couple guys with me, and I'm going to go over to the railing area, and I know where the tanks go. Where there's signs out there, tank crossing. I want to get a bunch of video out there because there's tanks sitting in the woods all the time. You just have to look for them.
Oh yeah,
always tanks. And then
and everything
get near the artillery range. Oh, that's freaking wow! Listen to that shit.
Oh yeah.
Then you hear the cannons going off, and you hear the tanks shooting. Oh, it's freaking bad. They have it's about 18-foot fences around this whole freaking range. Because I've followed the fence line along. It's pretty cool.
Man.
I don't know. I guess growing up around military guys, I love the military. I love what they do.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. Where the hell was I? We were up Sault Ste. Marie at the point of Michigan. Well, actually, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and Sault Ste. Marie, Canada. And they were the river where they're at. They put the portable bridge across the river, and they're pulling the trucks back and forth. The Canada, the U.S., and they were both the Canada and U.S. is working together.
Yep.
on a training mission. It was just cool watching that shit too.
Oh yeah.
Some of the
I'm
stuff
sure
they've
it
got
was.
is so cool.
Man. That stuff's always fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, you know, we get to see it all the time. Every day we get to hear it. This summer, they'll be breaking the freaking sound barrier again. The whole freaking everything
yeah, I love
shakes.
it. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Sonic boom, man. That's it.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is. You're lucky enough, you'll be. Usually, you can tell how fast they're going over. That there's gonna be one because they do that over the lake. Because there's an artillery range basically out in the middle of the lake, 30 miles out.
Right.
That's where they do the dog fighting.
Yep.
So, and when they're also here, I'm going to head north to a place called Rogers City, which is about 40 miles north. That's where they bank.
Yeah, there you go.
It's freaking loud there. I worked there for a whole summer. Yeah, we get to see all kinds of stuff.
Wow. That's cool.
And that's why you'll never see a drone flying either, because I'm in freaking controlled airspace everywhere.
That's right. That's right. Yep.
So I'm not going through that.
Damn.
November 1 of 76 is sending 1,000.
Yeah, I can't even fly a drone in my yard because that's a flight path of life going to the hospital.
Really?
Yep.
Man.
Yep, because they come up US 23 and then they cut right across my yard.
Dang, that sucks.
Man, oh man.
Well, what's going to be fun again this summer is out fishing on the river when them C-10s fly over. Because I could be on the river that's right in line with the runway. Yeah, they're freaking low.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then, well, I could hear it from my house. When I hit the runway, I says, man, them freaking things make a lot of noise. Stopping? Yeah, they make a lot of freaking racket.
Oh, yeah.
Tower, we got a crazy guy out in the water out here. Damn, he's crazy.
Oh, they're well, we're all crazy here. But.
Yeah, just a little bit.
He's in line with the runway. Watch out.
Oh, you should see my buddy's bass boat. There's scrapes down the side of it.
Really?
Yeah, because he gets going too fast on the river, and the ass end will shit out, and he goes right off into the frickin' trees.
Wow.
Yeah, and he starts freaking laughing about it because it's funny to him. $30,000 boat, he runs right up to into the frickin' trees. He doesn't care.
God.
He doesn't care.
Damn.
That's called no fucks given.
That's right. None in the bag for reserve either.
Oh no, it's funny though.
Man.
Well, see, you know, it's real funny. There's a channel in a floodwater area, you know, that's behind the dam or above the dam where the lake is. I mean, not the lake, but the old riverbed is.
Yep.
You can tell when the people are drunk and they've had enough of that. They just blast right through everything. They pick the jack plate up and they just fly through everything. They had enough.
Man.
Yeah, this town's. I love living here in the summertime. There's so much shit going on.
Man.
Big league fishing was here twice. There's always a bass tournament going on someplace with the freaking, you know, bass boats with sponsors all over down the sides of them.
Yep. Oh yeah. Getting that
Almost
advertisement
every
in.
weekend they're here. Somebody's here fishing in some tournament on one of these freaking lakes. You know, 4 or 5 pound largemouth bass on a regular basis. Yeah, they're going to be here.
Oh yeah.
All right, good night, y'all.
Good night,
Yeah,
Matt.
Matt,
All right,
take
man.
care.
I'm not far behind you, Matt. I got to work tomorrow, so have a good one, buddy.
All right, good night.
I have to get up tomorrow. That's about all I got to do.
Yeah, I got an early day tomorrow. I gotta get some accounts in. The little dude's birthday party for an hour and a half, then back out in the field I go. So I gotta recoup some of this money for this week.
I'm going to go out my garage and push the button until I get the temperature I want in my garage. And I have a problem with my Harley because I can't hear the freaking tunes at 70 miles an hour. I'm taking care of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta be able to hear XM radio when I'm running down the road.
Oh yeah. Gotta have that satellite radio bumping. That's it.
Yeah, well, it's going to go through my, because I got satellite, or, I got XM radio on my truck, so I also have it on my phone. So I just got to plug it in the radio on my bike, and away I go.
Oh man.
It's my toy. That's my hot rod.
There you go.
That's the weekend warrior. That's what it is.
There you go.
Well, see, but the thing is, I only work 3 days a week now.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah. I'm going to either be in my motorized canoe or on my freaking Harley.
There you go. That's it. Gotta enjoy it. But
yeah, when
All
you're
right,
having
guys,
a bad day, there's nothing like cracking that throttle.
yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna bounce off. I gotta try to get some shut eye before tomorrow and get ready to rock and roll. Jim, I'll be calling you tomorrow, Jim, for sure.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
be watching for that. Mark, good talking to you as
It was
always.
It was a good stream tonight. I like this.
Oh yeah.
I like when you guys are playing too, though. So
Yeah, we always fiddling around with something. So
yeah, I play the radio pretty good. That's about it anymore.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, everybody in chat, have a good evening. Mark, good talking to
Take
you.
care.
Jim, I'll get at you tomorrow. So
See you later.
Bye-bye.
see you guys on the next
Night.
one. That's it.
Well, this was fun tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a couple years ago. I had another guy, had about 3 people trying to play together, back and forth. Well, we did that for a few shows.
Yeah, that's I kind of like that. That's kind of nice because people different parts of the country are playing.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Alabama, Illinois. You got a
That's pretty
small
cool.
lag, but you learn to kind of listen and try to make up the difference. That's what
Right. Yeah, you gotta be a musician to do that stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Heck, we have a hard time just talking, and they're playing music together.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Well, that's they're musicians. They could do that.
Yeah, they do pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I know I couldn't do that.
Takes a lot of practice for what they do, and as you see what Fecto does, he just turns around to that piano and just goes to town on it. I mean, he doesn't miss a key. Sometimes, but not too often. Yep.
Yeah, I had a buddy that him and his brother and another guy, they never practiced. They've been playing together for 17 years.
Wow.
They never practiced, hardly at all. Because they just, they were playing every single weekend, so they hardly ever practiced,
Right.
But yeah. Heck, they opened up for Ariel Speedwagon a few years ago. He said he was nervous wreck.
Imagine.
They never opened up for anybody that big before. He says it was a blast, though. He enjoyed every bit of it.
Imagine. Yep. Mr. Peanut took Mr. Pete took Mr. Peanut's bed, and Peanut's looking at him like, "Hey man, that's my bed. What the hell are you doing over there?" Like, come on, man, that's my bed.
See, I'm talking in here, so there's no dogs in here because I'd be keeping them awake.
I noticed that. I seen the dog earlier.
Yeah,
that was about it.
And she had enough. She couldn't. I was talking too much, so she left. Yeah, my dog's been bugging me all day to go for a walk, but it's just too freaking cold out there. Shit, it's 28 degrees right now.
Yeah, it's about 40 over here, and the rain seems like it's going around me. So if it doesn't,
about 2 p.m. is when we're supposed to start getting snow. That's going to slack off, and then about 7 p.m. more snow.
I'll find out when I get up in the morning if we ever got any rain during the night or not.
But I don't mind the cold, but the 20-mile-an-hour winds is freaking killing me.
Yeah. You guys need a haircut.
Anyhow, Jim, I think I'm going to have to get to bed too.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks for popping up like always.
Oh.
Take care.
See you, Jim.
Have a good night. All right, everybody. Yeah. We usually get a few people over here and just banging away there, and they do a pretty good job. So, all right, we're going to go to bed. It's 1:15 a.m. over here. We've been on for almost 3.5 hours. So, thank you for coming in, everybody in chat, everybody on the panel that came up. Appreciate it. It had a heck of a good stream. Thank you very much for everybody for popping in. God bless everybody. Hey, remember, wash your hands, wear that mask, and keep your damn distance. We'll get rid of this hoopy coopy crap someday. So everybody take care. We'll see you down the stream. Good night. Bye bye.